right, and good morning, everybody. We're live at Tattnall School here in Wilmington. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, AJ Patel joining us on the 302 Sports team here for the third annual 302 Sports Volleyball Preview Show. Like we mentioned, we're here at Tattnall School, and we want to thank everybody here at Tattnall for helping us out. AD Patrick Jones, Coach John Evans for making this possible. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, and Jason, we got a lot of stuff to get through, and we have the live interviews, and we're going to, God willing, we'll have a bunch of taped interviews for you, but we got a lot of discussion about volleyball. It's that time of year. A week from, not even a week, it's Wednesday? They start, I think there's some games on Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
I'm going to get hit by a volleyball here.
Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't be a volleyball special if we didn't get hit. So we just finished up the first session, so we're going to see not much of volleyball for the next 5 minutes, so let's get right into it. Why don't we? Jason, what do we got coming up?
We got a lot of big stuff going on tonight, but the big news we're going to announce at the end of the show that we will have a volleyball match of the week. We'll bring you that schedule that we put together at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that, Mike.
That's right. So there's all kinds of good stuff coming up. So of course, some big news for us that we're really excited about. But let's get right to it. Nobody came on to listen to the two. Well, they're sadly disappointed if they don't listen to us, because they're going to hear a lot of us over the next couple of hours. But let's start with the previews, why don't we? And first up, we're going to hit Flight A. Blue Hen Conference, Flight A. Jason last year, St. George's ran the table in the conference and went to the state tournament along with Appo. And so Mount Pleasant, the Flight B champions, have moved up because of enrollment changes in the state. So we have a 3-team race possibly there. And Middletown, 10-5, did not make the tournament last year, so let's take a look at those teams. Jason, we'll talk about St. George's first. Actually, we're just going to start with Appo. We're going to stay with the list where we have it. Let's talk about Appo. 10-5. They were 6-1 in conference last year. Lost in the first round to Indian River, a game you saw live on the NFHS network, powered by 302 Sports from St. Mark's High School. And key returners: Alyssa White, Jordan Hudson, Melissa Rychek, and Megan Obi. And we're not sure. We talked to Appo earlier. They have some new players coming in. They seem like they lose a lot of people every year, but they're always right there. What is it about Appo that makes them so good? What do we know about Appo?
Well, they're always there, like you said, they're always right there in the Flight A picture. The problem is their non-conference schedule is so strong, so sometimes even if they don't win the conference title like last year, they'll get a bid in the conference or in the state tournament
with a higher seed than the conference
champion who got in because they won the conference.
Yeah, St. George's snuck in last year. We'll get to St. George's in a minute. So looking at the Jags, they have you mentioned the schedule. They have to travel to Mount Pleasant, to Middletown, and that's a 3-day stretch in mid-October. They're going to be going to those two places. Middletown, obviously, not much of a drive, but it's a road match. Season opens at Caesar Rodney, never an easy place to play, and includes road matches at Caravel, Wilmington Charter, Delaware Military Academy, St. Mark's, and Newark Charter. And at home, a little bit kinder, but not too much. Conrad and St. George's visiting Appo. We hope to hear from the Jags later today, and that is Appoquinimink. Moving on to the Concord Raiders. We're going to include Concord. They were 7-7 last year. They were 8-7, lost a win. We're not going to get into that. They returned Mary Carr as your defensive specialist, and Shanna Caliong, I don't remember how to pronounce her name. New coach. Tell us about the coach.
Yeah, Mike Zampini. He's a great guy. He's in there. He's run a lot of the AAU teams, and he's in there at Concord now, and he'll bring that atmosphere back. And I don't think before long we'll start seeing him have the Ray Healy type of schedule that Concord used to have, playing the Paduas, the Archmeres. It's going to take time, though. He's going to develop a winning culture there, and it wouldn't shock me if they and I'll mention them a little later, because when we get to surprise teams to watch out for, I think they could be one of them this year.
They had 4 seniors graduated, but they do have those players returning. They're going to need a couple of players, I think, to separate themselves and get Concord back to where they used to be on the top of Flight A a couple of years ago. They had all-conference players every year. But I think I agree with you, Mike Zampini That's a volleyball family right there, the Zampini family, and I think the Raiders have a bright future. They have their best chance to pick up non-conference bonus points is going to come against Cesar Rodney and St. Andrews at home, and at Caravel and Conrad, so some tough matchups for the Raiders. Moving right along, let's get to Middletown. 9-6 last year, 5-2 in Flight A. Did not make the state tournament, missed by a couple of, they were a fraction of points away out of the tournament. A bonus point or two may have gotten them there. They return Ashton Rubino, Arvel Conley, and Kimberly Edelin. Jason, I saw them at Christiana on Tuesday in the play day. They are a pretty good team. They have a lot of height. They were heavy on the juniors last year, and if they all come back, they're going to have a lot of seniors leading that team. Ashton Rubino is the setter. Conley and Edeline are replacing seniors on the front line, so we'll see what happens when they have to move up. Their non-conference schedule is going to, they've added some teams this year to help them earn some points. They're going to be playing Red Lion, who we will talk to today, and St. Thomas More has been added to their schedule. They lost to St. George's Napo last year, so they would need to win one of those games, I would think, to be in that Flight A picture. And let's talk to Mount Pleasant. You ready for some Green Knights? We're always ready for the Green Knights.
Absolutely.
We have to mention the Green Knights, the alma mater of the Grand Poobah of 302 Sports, Nick Halliday. 13-2 last year in Flight B. But Jason, they were 5-1 against Flight A teams. What was it about Mount Pleasant, and can they keep it going?
Yeah, I think they will. It's the question is, like you said, they graduated a lot of players from last year to height, and now you're moving up to the Flight A, and the competition up there is stiff. We saw them struggle against some Flight A teams last year, so I think they can. But the question is, will they be able to? It might take some time with a new team.
Some players to look for on Mount: Megan Ryle, Zanaya McQuiller Moody, Catherine Strickland, and Jasmine Downey. They had 5 seniors graduate. We mentioned they had some big, tall players graduate last year. 4 freshmen are on this year's varsity roster. We'll see if they can overcome the youth. They are traveling to St. Andrews, and they host Conrad. It's the third time we've heard Conrad in 3 teams. I think Conrad's playing 25 matches this year. And St. Mark's. So some tough ones there for Mount. As they, like the Jeffersons, if you're an old man like me, they're moving on up. We'll see if they move on up to Flight A and get into the tournament this year. Great year last year for Mount. Lastly, Flight A, we want to talk about the reigning champs, St. George's Hawks. We got volleyball action behind us. That is Padua and I can't tell who Padua's Tattnall. Padua and Tattnall, the home team. They didn't move. I think John Evans gives them that court every single time.
Absolutely,
we thank AJ for his help here as he makes his 302 Sports debut. We got him a hat and everything. All right, so let's back to St. George's. 10-5 last year, 7-0 in Flight A. They beat Cesar Rodney in the first round of the tournament, and then they lost. They got swept by Conrad in the second round. They bring back Haley Loper, Sophia Arbalou, and they were very senior heavy last year. Paid off for them, but they need the youngins to stay up and keep pace with Apo. Casey Mincer at libero, that helps. Always helps to have the experience on the back line. And we'll get into the schedule. Jason, do you have anything to add here about St. George's?
Like you said, they're going to be hurt by graduation, Mike. But anytime you get in that Flight A and you want it before, the confidence on the girls coming back, and they know they beat Apo last year, so they know that they're going to be ready to go.
Jason, we should mention Padua is hitting at us, so we're going to have to pay attention here. Alrighty, let's look at St. George's schedule real quick. They are going to travel to St. Mark's, St. Elizabeth, Tower Hill, and Conrad. They host Caravel and Friends in a non-conference action. And so that's Flight A. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes with more of the 302 Sports Volleyball Preview Show. Back right after this.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations. From Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations. From Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations. From Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Couldn't be more excited about having our show here held at the Buffalo Wild Wings and Christiana location here on Route 7, brand new location. They moved here from Limestone Road, and it's going to be the new home of 302 Sports Week. I'm going to recap some local, college, and professional stuff. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the day, top 5 plays. Here we go. Stanley, your number 1 play from AI, 76-yard punt return. We got ourselves the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch, whoa, going up. He went to 4-12. He left the first there at 4-4. I mean, those ups right there. You can't make this stuff up.
Assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance.
And we're back at Tattnall School. We're watching Padua and Tattnall on the court to our left. And over here we have DMA and Friends, which you cannot see. And down at the other end, Red Lion and Archmere.
Conference rivals going at it.
Yeah, we already had DMA and Archmere today. Yep. And we're going to have Friends Tattnall at some point. Jason, they already mixed up our schedule here on us. Smyrna, stuck in traffic.
Yep.
They're here now, so we now have an odd number of teams here. And that means there's going to be a team off. We're going to try to get the Eagles on.
Yep.
We have dispatched AJ to go find
AJ,
two Smyrna
welcome
Eagles.
to the crew.
Here, I see Smyrna waving down there, so
yep.
I'm looking for our man AJ Patel. I don't see him.
That's the first time in the gym for him.
There's Danny Wanless. I don't know if AJ found him.
AJ's there. I see him.
Oh, there he is, right behind him. So
yep.
Danny probably said, hey, let us get off the bus first.
Yep.
And we'll be over.
But, again, thank you for AJ for helping
you probably
out
see
today.
him.
Oh,
big save, Mike Lang.
Yeah.
You may see my arm up there.
I'll tell you what, this computer is in danger today, but Mike.
With the kick saving a beauty.
I think you're Carter hard on us, so.
Here's Danny. Here's AJ right here. AJ, you can wave at the camera. All right, there we go.
He said that they want to get situated.
All right, they're going to take a few minutes. That's fine. That's understandable. They just got off the bus.
He said they don't know what's going on with schedule right now.
Okay, so
once they start actually playing, we can come over and he'll send 2 people out.
great. Let's get to Flight B then.
Yes.
So as everybody knows, if you've watched the show in the past, a lot of it goes on the fly because we don't know what's going to happen with the schedule here, and there's always that technology thing. But we'd like to thank Tattnall for hooking us up to at least get us streaming this morning. So Flight B, Jason, let's talk some Flight B. Mount Pleasant, defending champion. They're not there anymore, so
No.
they're not going to win the tournament.
There's going to be a new Flight B
There's
champion,
going to be a new
Mike.
Flight B champ. This is like WWE, when you know there's going to be a new champion, like WrestleMania or something. Alrighty, so let's look at Flight B. I know who you like. Tell me who you like.
Me? I like Brandywine.
I knew that.
And Brandywine's, they competed last year at Mount Pleasant, solid season. Hey, Mike, they lose people to graduation, but I think they have the talent to do it. But they will be challenged by Christiana. And I know you really like Christiana. And I don't want to leave out Newark. Newark went their 4 wins last year were all against Flight B teams. They were 4-1 with their only Flight B loss was to to Mount. And now Mount's not there, so I want to rule out Newark possibly still in the bid if they can beat Brandywine and Christiana.
All right, let's take a look at the Bulldogs from Brandywine up our way. 8-7 last year, 5-2 in the conference. Lost to Mount and I believe Christiana. They return Isabella Speece. It's really scary. I've known Isabella since she was about born, but she's a senior now. Isabella Speece, Maura Dinkins, Aminata Senko, and Megan Staklosa. They were another, they are consistently over 500. And in the mix for a state tournament bid. So they have, we mentioned Speece is a hitter and Dinkins, and Staklosa is the setter. Big question there looks to be their libero. We'll see who emerges for Brandywine on the back line. They open with 4 of the first 5 on the road, including Milford, St. George's, and Conrad. There's Conrad again. They seem to be on everybody's schedule. And their home opener, Jason, September 13th, a Friday, 4:45 in the afternoon against Brandywine. Brandywine,
I know.
the home opener for against Christiana at Brandywine is September 13th. That could be a key Flight B battle. So that is the Bulldogs. Good luck to the Bulldogs this year. I have to say that because some of them are my neighbors. So
Yes.
let's move on to Christiana, a team I saw the other day at Christiana. I did not get a chance to watch them too much, but I did see them. The Vikings, 12-3, 6-1 in conference last year. Only loss was to Mount Pleasant. And they bring back a lot of players. They are Leslie Gill Javier and Caitlin Witt are their main weapons on the front line. Like Brandywine, I'm looking for a libero to emerge for Christiana. They have just 1 sophomore and no freshman on the roster. 15 players, 14 juniors and seniors. That's an experienced bunch. They don't start until Brandywine. That's their first game of the year, first match of the year. And they also play Newark very early on. Jason, one thing about Christiana, they're going to need some wins, and you can tell us why.
Yeah, they're going to need some wins. They might win 12 matches, and it might not
like last year
be enough because of their bonus points and strength of schedule. So, they're going to have to win that Flight B, I think, to get in. And so that, like you said, that first match of the season for them could be the one that determines whether or not they make the tournament.
You hate to say that could be the biggest match of the year, but it could be their biggest match of the year. We'll see. They have 3 straight on the road to open, finish with 5 and 6 at home. So if they can get through Brandywine and Newark, they really have an advantage later in the season when they're playing back in their gym. So that is Christiana. We're also going to talk about Newark, dark horse candidate. 4-11 last year in Flight A. They've moved to Flight B. All of their wins are against Flight B teams, so you never know. They lost 7 seniors to graduation, so that is going to hurt. But they do have some players coming back. They have Mariana Katz and Sanaya Ruff up front, and the setter is Naomi Barrett. and the roster is not updated, so I'm just going on faith that all those players are back this year. But it's a new era in high school. You never know until the first day of the year who is playing where. So
Yes.
Newark, good luck to the Yellow Jackets. First time, Jason, that school has been in Flight B in DIAA history. How about that? All right, so we're going to watch a little bit of Padua Tattnall here while we're just going to watch a little Padua Tattnall, and Jason and I are going to figure out where we're going next. Oh, we have an official. We have an official.
All right.
We know him.
Yes, we do.
All righty, so let's look at Padua's facing us in our direction. Tattnall, you're looking at Tattnall's backs. Padua, we'll talk about both these teams later. Independent conference with Tattnall. Padua, obviously, in the Catholic conference, but they are down the line. So we're just going to watch a little volleyball here for a minute. And I can't see who that is serving. Looks like it might be Miss Jess Mullen with the ace. Nice Friday morning. Not quite as hot as it's been in the past years, but nice air-conditioned gym here at Tattnall. They have the clock going. Well, they had the clock going. I think they need new batteries in that scoreboard clock up there. As this session will run, I believe, for another 20 minutes or so, but we will throw another conference preview in before then. We just wanted to take a break so Jason and I could get a drink here and wet our whistles.
Yeah, I think this is, like you said, Mike, a good time. Take a break. Let's hear from our sponsors for a little bit.
Alrighty, we're back after this.
It's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC...
All right, we're back at Tattnall School. We have dispatched AJ. I see him right there with Morgan Mendick. So we're going to hope to have Red Lion on momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily.
So
there's a good team, Mike, in the Diamond State Conference.
They're down the list here, but yeah, they are very good.
They're very good, and I can't wait.
We'll have some news later on about Red Lion. We don't want to spoil everything. We're going to build up some anticipation here. But we see our buddy Morgan, and we're going to see if she can grab a teammate here. Maybe it's just her. Maybe it's just my buddy Morgan Mendick. With breakfast, she's got an apple with her. And so we'll get her momentarily here. She's going to get a teammate? Yes, her and the teammate. Perfect. We'll give them the headsets, and I'll try to hear them.
Yeah.
So do we want to hold off on the Henlopen North till we get them?
Yeah.
Let's watch a little volleyball for a minute here.
Yeah, we'll
DMA Friends.
We'll do DMA Friends, and we'll get Red Line on here.
Here she comes. We're going to get them. They can stand or you guys are going to actually just stand right there. AJ's going to put that right down there. Breakfast, huh? All right, we're going to give you guys the headsets so we can hear you. You don't have to hear me. Wait, what about my head?
Caroline Caps.
Caroline Caps, of course. All right, ladies, let me get my notes out here. You got a chance to play today against Tattnall already, and then you started against Archmere.
Yeah.
I got my notes here. I did this so I wouldn't have to do this. Diamond State, pretty tough conference. Morgan, talk to us about playing in that conference. We'll start there.
Well, so we have teams like Archmere, Newark Charter, and DMA. So, I mean, Archmere made it to the finals last year, so that's a pretty tough team. Newark Charter is always a good rival for us, so I would say we have one of the hardest conferences in the state, and Wilmington Charter is also in our conference, and they won states last year. So I would say we're one of the hardest conferences in the state, so just being able to play, especially like having one senior already down for the year, so only one left, that's going to be a tough one. But, I mean, as long as our offense and our serve receive is good, I think that we'll still have a good season and relying on the young kids.
I'm paying attention. I don't want to get hit. You already took a hit today, so you're the senior.
Yeah, I'm the only senior now.
What year are you?
Junior.
All right, Caroline is... There we go. Morgan talked about the conference schedule. Look at your non-conference. It's pretty tough. Middletown, Indian River, Tattnall, Tower Hill, St. Mark's, Caravel, Delmarva Christian. There's no nights off for you guys, are there?
No.
Some of those non-conference battles.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be tough, but we're working really hard in practice, and I think we're ready for it. We can take them. So.
You guys were 9-6 last year. Unfortunately, you met up with Ursula in the second round, but you said that who got hurt?
Bella Dink did. She tore her ACL and meniscus, so.
Let's talk about who you had back. I know your sister, and talk about who else you have on the team. So who are we looking for?
So we are returning Caroline, and she'll be hidden as always. We got a couple little middles that are moving up and sticking up, and of course our right side's still back. We still have a lot of DSs and stuff, but I think this year's really going to be core to the younger kids and what aspect they have in this game. And I think Red Lion's going to be a shock to most people that they didn't really realize this year, especially with some of the roles that people are playing and some things that are going to be different than other years. So, yes, I am playing a different position than I've played since 8th grade. So this will be a first year for me. Oh, yeah, I will be wearing the same jersey as everyone else.
I'm not going to know who she is when I go out.
Hey, I'll still have the same number. 5. Softball. I'm 8.
Softball. Oh, okay. All right, ladies. Let's talk about support at Red Lion. What's it like playing in the gym, and how do you get more people out or speak of them right there and appeal to your classmates and why they should come out and watch you guys play?
Especially since our school is we're now Red Line and Journey and GCA Tulloch's left us. I think that this year it's going to be really a core of the Red Line students showing who Red Line truly is at this point, and just the atmosphere I think is going to be a lot different now that we're really going down to the roots of the school. And I know the theme of the school is nothing but Jesus, and so in those type of aspects I feel like we're going to show those by repping out at our games and just showing everybody the good sportsmanship and how we as a community are going to come together and be able to support everybody's games. So not even coming just to Red Lions games, coming to football games and fielding a field hockey team. We would love anybody that wants to play field hockey, please play field hockey. I'm saying that on 302 Sports right now if you go to Red Lion.
We're going to miss you when you're not here. Caroline, last question for you. I know you guys, second round of the tournament last year, what do you see as the upside for Red Line, but for you, a successful season what would you do to consider successful?
I think losing that game was a big motivation for us to work harder this year. So I think that's really going to be a focus for us, is just to work hard after that. So we just want to be better.
Awesome. Well, ladies, thanks for doing this. I'm pretty good at this. We have an announcement later in the show, but Red Lion, we're going to be streaming the game, and we're going to see you guys, and we're excited, and get you guys on the 302 Sports, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been on 3 times now with the show. I think you came on as a sophomore and as a junior.
And I think maybe. Yeah,
third
maybe.
year, 3 times.
3, yeah.
Anyway, thanks for doing this. I know you guys got a game in a few minutes. But thanks to Caroline and Morgan. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
See ya.
Alrighty. Thanks. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Field hockey needs 3 players to have a team.
All right, Morgan's just re-emphasizing 3 players, Red Line. Come on, get out there.
Yeah,
3 players to a field hockey.
Come on.
Come on, that's
If
right.
you're at Red Line, get out there, support the field hockey team.
Jason, I gotta say, she is one of my favorites.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
And you'll
I love Morgan. I think she's awesome.
You'll listen to later on when we talk about best liberos. I know she might be moving positions this year, but hands down, she's one of the top liberos in the state of mine.
She seems a little sad about not playing the libero, but
I know.
they had an injury and they need to fill a hole, and she's a team player. Those kids at that school, they're team players, and thanks to Red Lion for joining us. We will talk about the Lions later in the show. Should we move to the Henley North?
Let's move.
Let's move to I'm glad I printed out the notes, because I would have been totally lost. And I'm sure everybody's been through this. The printer at home not cooperating, so I had to get up a little early this morning and do it. So, alrighty, let's talk Henlopen North volleyball. Smyrna, Jason, they've been in charge of the Henlopen North for several years now. And there's no reason to think that they won't be up there this year.
No.
We also have Cape. We saw them last week, and I'll tell you what.
I was impressed with Cape
really
Henlopen.
good.
And I was impressed with CR.
And Cesar Rodney, very good team. Looks to be a 3-horse race with a dark horse
Yeah,
in
you
Dover.
can't forget about Dover.
So let's get right into it. Henlopen North. The Smyrna Eagles, they are down on the court down there. We will talk to them later. 9-6 last year. Ran the table in the conference. They lost to St. Mark's in the state tournament. Returning Hannah Osborne, Jennifer Sloven, Sophia Lero, and Sophia Bassler, among others. All 6 losses, Jason, came to the best teams in the state. And we'll talk about their schedule in a second. They're going to need some hitters to step up. But they do have Sloven and Lero and Sophia Bassler. And they got some height on that team. Hannah Osborne back at center. Morgan Holman graduated. She was the libero. So that's where the, maybe they need to fill a hole. So what do we know about Smyrna? We'll talk about their schedule in a second.
Yes, Smyrna is, like you said, a good team. They always graduate players, and they always come back strong. And they've owned that Henlopen North Conference for the last few years. And Coach does a good job down there. And like we said, Mike, you said we were going to talk about their schedule in a minute, but they play the who's who of a non-conference schedule.
Yeah, let's get right into that. So we just saw a great dig over here from DMA, and we'll have the Seahawks on later. Let's look at Smyrna's schedule. They always open with Archmere. So that's next Friday. Archmere, I believe, is at Smyrna this year. St. Mark's, Wilmington Charter, Delaware Military, Friends, and Indian River. That is one tough schedule. They're heavy on the home matches early on, but they end the regular season with a 4-match road trip. Never easy, especially in the Henlopen. You're traveling a little bit further than you are in Blue Hen. Those schools are a little bit farther apart, especially Smyrna. They're the farthest north of all the Henlopen teams. So tough schedule for the Eagles. We hope to have them on very soon, and we'll talk to a few of their players, and I'll get their perspective because they know them better than we know them. So let's talk some Caesar Rodney, as I'm going to make sure Padua is not hitting me here. This one's about 9 minutes from wrapping up this session here. Caesar Rodney, 12-3, 5-1 in the tournament, in the conference rather. They lost to St. George's in the first round. St. George's, Jason, proving they belong in that tournament with the win, I believe, at Caesar Rodney. So that was a good win. They made the tournament. So let's get back. Key returners, big hitter Gina Edmondson, Peyton Force, and Rachel Moyer. And we're going to say it right up front. We blew it on CR last year. Maybe the most overlooked team in the state. And that was a mistake. They won 12 matches. They are not going to sneak up on me this year. They have just 3 seniors left that graduated, rather. Most of their players return. We mentioned Edmondson and the others. Rachel Moyer is a hitter. Gabrielle Davis will be setting. Peyton Force at libero. They are tested early on in their blue gym. A 4-match stretch against Apo, Concord, Cape, and Wilmington Charter to open the season. So they got to get through that first couple of weeks. The three of those 4 are on the road. They also host Indian River, Newark Charter, and Caravel. So it's going to be a stiff test for Cape. A good schedule for them as well.
Yeah, and I noticed the similarities there. Cape opens with a tough 4 or 5 match stretch. So does Caesar Rodney. Couple early season Henlopen games by Cape. You said they have Smyrna and CR within their first 5 matches. So that will determine, I think, the Henlopen North right out of the gate.
That is correct. Oh, what a save there by Tattnall. All right, let's move on. Speaking to Cape Henlopen. Big point there for the Hornets. 9-6 last year for the Vikings. 4-2 in the Henny North. A win versus Dover, and then they lost to Padua in the second round of the tournament. Bringing back Abby Derrickson, Emily Lamb, Erin Marcy, and Catherine Narr, among others. Let's talk about Cape. I wrote down here, and I wanted to make sure I mentioned it, a transformation at Cape Volleyball under our good friend Tyler Coop, as he has really turned that program into a very consistent 9-10 win team. But they're playing a tough schedule, and they're competing against everybody. Even those games they aren't winning, they're in the tournament every year. So they've done a great job down there, really getting volleyball more into the sights of the girls down there instead of the field hockey and everything else. Not a knock against field hockey, but there's enough to go around for everybody. Let's talk about their killer opening schedule. At Delmarva Christian, at Indian River, they host Caesar Rodney and Newark Charter. Then they go to Smyrna. That's the first 5 matches. I'm not sure what Tyler's doing to his girls there, but that's a tough way to start. So that's the non-conference. Also a trip to St. Elizabeth. They're going to be right here at Tattnall. They have hit Lake Forest at home, and they finish with Conrad, October 26th, I believe, a Saturday at the beach. Conrad at Cape Henlopen to end the regular season. So if you're in Sussex County, that's not a bad way to spend 2 hours watching those 2 teams play. And you saw Cape last week, and why were you so impressed?
I was impressed because they were playing Ursuline in one of the matches I watched, and they were holding their own with that powerhouse Ursuline. And I really like the libero, Emily Lamb. She impressed me last year when I saw her play against Archmere. She made a lot of great saves in that match, kept the points alive. But they also got some big hitters, and like you said, Coach Coop is doing a great job down there at Cape Henlopen. And one thing he did was when he got down there, he beefed up that non-conference schedule, and so you'll see them with 9-6, 10-5 every year. But they're ready come state tournament time, and last year they were able to knock off conference foe Dover in the first round before falling to the powerhouse Pandas in the second round.
That's a program that loads up on bonus points. So even their losses are good losses, generally speaking. Let's talk about Dover. The dark horse candidate. You'd have to really consider them that, but they won 11 matches last year, 11-4. We mentioned they lost to Cape in the first round. That's not a really good draw for them in the tournament to play a conference opponent there. They were 3-3 in the North. So no roster online, no stats. It's tough for us to really talk about their players.
Yeah, I know.
But their freshmen, the roster last year, 4 freshmen and an 8th grader. I didn't know they had the 8th grade eligibility at Dover, but apparently they do. So lots of experience returning if all the girls return. They have a nice early season schedule for them, tough in the middle with Caravel, Smyrna, Middletown, and Caesar Rodney. Also, they travel to Lake Forest right down the street from Dover into Felton. And they have one thing that I noticed, Jason, just 6 matches at home in that nice gym. That's tough for them.
I know.
So we'll see what happens. That is the Henlopen North. Do we want to go to the south, or should we take a break?
Let's take a break.
All right, we'll take a minute here. We got Tattnall coming up in a few minutes interview, and we're back after this.
Couldn't be more excited about having our show here held at the Buffalo Wild Wings and Christiana location, and here on Route 7, brand new location. They moved here from Limestone Road, and it's going to be the new home of 303 Sports Week. I'm going to recap some local, college, and professional stuff. Time for everybody's favorite part of the day, top 5 plays. Here we go. Stanley, your number 1 play from AI, 76-yard punt return. We got ourselves the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch. Whoa! Going up. He went to 4-12. He left the first there at 4-4. I mean, those ups right there. You can't make this stuff up.
But right now we're going to head right into your favorite part of the week, top plays on the special teams end. As you're going to see Steven Williams. He's going to return this kick, and another great angle here you see. He'll catch it off the scoop, and he's taken off right down the sideline. Nobody can catch him, makes 2 men miss. Kicker can't make the tackle, and he is gone. Steven Williams, kickoff return. He takes it all the way. Friends get the win.
So it's the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch. Whoa! Going up. He went to 4-12. He left the first there at 4-4.
This. Crash back out. There it is, off the glass, the game winner. Unbelievable shot.
Crash the glass.
Late on the shot.
Now you might have seen this one before.
Bang! Throws it right down the lane. Look at that quick elevation. Everyone got out of the way, Jay. They wanted no piece of it. And then here's a different angle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow, did he get off? Nothing to show.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image.
Whoa! By that much.
Yeah.
All right, we are. This session should be just about over. We're going to try to get Tattnall, and but while we're waiting, because they're still playing, here comes another ball, and they're done. We're going to talk about Henlopen South.
Yes.
Let's at least start with Henlopen South, and we're going to grab some Tattnall Hornets. Yep. And Jason, let's start with. AJ knows what he's doing. Let's start with the South champions last year with a record. I didn't write down their record. How did that happen?
What? Who?
Indian River.
11-4.
I don't know what happened, but 12-3. I did write it down. 12-3.
Yep.
Won the Henlopen South. Reached the second round of the tournament. We saw them in the tournament, and they did not have a senior on the roster last year. So
No, they did not.
They are all back. The best player on that team is a junior, Rachel Ellers. She was fantastic last year in that state tournament match. So let's talk about Indian River. So they have Ellers. They also have, I'm putting her in as an all-state candidate, by the way.
I would too.
Sierra
Yep.
Johnson is back. She's also a hitter. The setter, Mariani Chavez. And the backline stopper, Jessica Amescua. They have Ursuline at home early. I'm sorry, on the road at Ursuline, Cape and
Yes.
home. They also welcome Red Lion, Delmarva Christian, and Smyrna. That's a long trip to Dagsboro, and the road trips bring them all the way up to Newcastle County for Delaware Military Academy.
And Ursuline, so they're
And
up
Ursuline,
here.
right
Yeah,
there. Open with Ursuline on the road,
yep.
we mentioned that. And then they play Caesar Rodney. A lot to like
Yeah.
about Indian River, and we saw them last year. What did you think?
Oh, yeah, and then they got in the state tournament in Appoquinimca right there, and Appo they beat Appo in that first round before falling apart. So
we have a thief in the building.
I know.
We're gonna have to go. Probably gonna need it back. Oh well, we don't need it right now. So Tattnall's coming over in a second.
Yes.
That is Indian River. Jason, I think they are the unquestioned the favorites in that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, there's two other teams that might make a noise in there, but my favorite is Indian River.
Mine too. Let's talk about Delmar. 6-9 last year. 5 seniors left. A couple years ago, they were the class of the Henlopen South. The good news is that they have 10 girls on the roster, but 9 are juniors and seniors. So that is some good news for Delmar. They were 6-9 last year. They're 2 solid hitters, Ashlyn Hastings and Sydney Sharp. Libero is Caroline Layfield. But they're going to need some contributions from unknown contributors, and to give Indian River and Lake Forest something to think about. But you never know about the Wildcats. It's a long trip. It's a big home court advantage for them. So you never know. We'll talk about their schedule here in a second. Who do we have? Home matches include Hollygrove, very good team out of Maryland. Smyrna, St. Andrews, Cape Henlopen, and Caesar Rodney all have to go to Delmar. So there's some bonus points there for them. Question is, can they get to 9 or 10 wins? And that's going to be the big question.
Right, and that's what's going. I think I think the South is probably going to get one team in the conference champion. So Delmar, if they were to lose to Indian River, they would probably need 12, 13 wins to get in.
They're going to need the wins. The other one, Lake Forest, 10-5 last year, did not get into the tournament. That was one of those bonus point situations. 10-5 was not good enough to get them in, unfortunately.
And it might take them 11 or 12 if they lose to Indian River to get in this year.
Now maybe they can use that for motivation.
Yeah.
To say, hey, we need to get more wins. The only thing that kept them out of the tournament was the lost Indian River. They would have been the South champions.
Yep.
All right, let's look at another team. They didn't put stats online, no roster online, so I'm sorry, Lake Forest. I just don't have the names for you, but let's look at the schedule. 3-match road trip opens the season going to Smyrna and to Middletown. And they also get Cape Henlopen and Caesar Rodney on the road. Dover, who we mentioned just a second ago, goes down to Felton. They do have a few bonus points on the win, Jason, but I wrote down it's going to take 12 wins to get them in unless they win the South.
Yeah, unless they win the South.
So that's our quick look at the Henlopen South. I really think Indian River is the clear favorite there, but it's why you play the games, you know?
Absolutely.
AJ plays for Salesian in baseball. He knows. Doesn't matter what it says on paper.
No.
Nope. All right, we're going to try to get the Tattnall Hornets in. We're going to take a quick break. And next up, we hope to have some Hornets.
The Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware.
Brian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater.
Couldn't be more excited about having our show here held at the Buffalo Wild Wings and Christiana location, and here on Route 7, brand new location. They moved here from Limestone Road, and it's going to be the new home of 302 Sports Week. I'm going to recap some local, college, and professional stuff. Time Birdwise here for today. Top 5 plays. Here we go. Stanley, your number 1 play from AI, 76-yard punt return. We got ourselves the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. Watch. Whoa! Going up. He went to 4-12. He left the first there at 4-4. I mean, those ups right there. You can't make this stuff up. Couldn't be more excited about having our show here held at the Buffalo Wild Wings and Christiana location, and here on Route 7, brand new location. They moved here from Limestone Road, and it's going to be the new home of 302 Sports Week. I'm going to recap recap some local college and professional stuff. Time for everybody's favorite part of the day. Top 5 plays. Here we go. Stanley, your number 1 play from AI, 76-yard punt return. We got ourselves the quality can.
All right, so welcome back. If you can hear me, welcome back to the 302 Volleyball Preview. We're here with the hosts, the Tattnall Hornets. All right, so who do we have?
I'm Mackenzie Prettyman.
Ashlyn DeLucia.
Ashlyn DeLucia, okay. 2 seniors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I did my homework. All right, ladies. 7 and 9 last year, tough schedule. 4 and 3, you were in the tournament, right? You guys got in yet?
No, not last year.
Not last year.
You should have been in. You're going to be in this year. All right, well, that's all right, I'm going to step on your tongue. All right, so you mentioned Ashlyn and Mackenzie, you're back. Also, Katie Marvin, Abby Soja. Who else should we be looking out for?
That's
Go ahead and tell me.
those first 4 that you mentioned. We play mostly all the way around, and we have Emma Donovan. She's stepping into set this year, and so far she's been doing a nice job. And that's the main 5 that are on the court. But we also have a few freshmen that came in, like Nancy Evans. We have a freshman, Rachel and Naya, and they come in and play with us too.
Is that Evans related to the coach?
Yes,
Yep.
it's his daughter.
It's pretty good volleyball pedigree. Alrighty, so you lost 4 seniors, but it sounds like you're pretty confident that you guys can take that next step without losing too much momentum.
Yeah, a lot of us are stepping into new positions that we're not really used to fill in the roles that they left open. So we're all kind of fluctuating around, playing new stuff, stepping into new spots. So it's just an adjustment, but we're definitely doing very well, getting adjusted to it.
So we came into you guys were up against Red Lion, and then you got the nice easy one, Padua. I know you've had a couple of play days now. So how are things coming along? What wants to answer?
I think it's a work in progress, but I think everyone's doing a really nice job of stepping up, like Mackenzie said, in positions that they don't usually play. Like we have middles transitioning to outsides, or middles transitioning to DSs, and we have people just trying new things. But I think everyone's done a pretty good job. We still have room to gel together, but looks pretty decent.
Obviously, you have the independent conference with Tower and Friends, and even the other schools can't really overlook anybody. I imagine you don't want to look past anyone. 6-match. I'm sorry. So you open it here, but after you're home, your first one, you have a 6-match road trip.
Oh, yeah.
It's not gonna be any fun, Mackenzie. It's like playing 6 in a row.
Not fun. I prefer to be home, definitely.
Yeah, you got the nice gym here at Tattnall. You guys are always so nice letting us come in and do things. And we love watching games here. All right, so let's see you play. You have 5 matches at home only because you have the independent conference.
Yeah.
It kind of takes things. 2 of them are Carabel and Cape Henlopen coming up here. On the road, other than your independent conference, Newark Charter, Red Lion, who you got a chance to play the DMA, Rugby Ninja, and Padua, who you also played. I guess that helps a bit to get to actually play them in something like a game condition. That's a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Well, I think it is kind of nice, like you said, to be able to play them before this season starts with all the games. But I think that we're working on it. All these play days are helping practice. We practice every day. We're in the gym, and it's going to be tough. But I feel like if we play like we're playing today with the energy, it'll be fine.
It seems like just yesterday I was watching you guys. You were freshmen. Jules Campbell was on the
Yeah.
team, but hard to believe you're a senior, Mackenzie.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I felt like it went by so fast.
What are you looking forward to for volleyball perspective as a senior?
I'm just looking forward to making the most out of this senior season with all the people. We all started freshmen on varsity together and to all go through the program together. It's just really great to make it to the end all together.
Actually, maybe a little bit overshadowed by the other programs in the independent conference, but if you were looking in there and telling people why they should pay attention to Tattnall volleyball, tell them why they should pay attention.
I don't know. I think to us, volleyball, it's more than just the game. I've become, over the 4 years that I've been playing with these girls, our relationship when we started and now is completely different. And I don't know. I think a friendship and a bond and respect on the court like that really just leads to a better game all around.
Obviously, I messed up by not doing my homework. The goal is to get into the tournament and do as well as you can. I'm sure you're confident you can do that. How do you get back into the tournament? I know you were there a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah. I think we just need to push through all the games. Sometimes we have some difficulty coming back out of holes, but we've definitely done better this year. Even in these play days, coming back from games that we definitely teams that have very strong hitters, and just adjusting to those and keeping like a positive attitude all throughout that.
Awesome. Well, I know we pulled you out of your break. Thanks for doing that. And then we got who bailed on us? Who was that? Abby and who?
Abby
Katie.
and Katie.
Katie. We had 4 horns here. They were supposed to be guarding the laptop. They're not even doing it. Ladies, good luck this season.
Thank you.
Try to come out and watch you play. Come out and watch Tattnall. They're a good team, a good conference with a great schedule. And these two aren't going to be around forever. So, and Mackenzie just took them right off the heel. Ladies, good luck this season.
Thank you.
For doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Steal a headset from you. Alrighty, I love the sweaty headset. It's awesome. Thanks, girls. All right, Jason. We want to thank the Tattnall Hornets, the hosts, the most. That's kind of a trite phrase, but the hosts with the most, the Tattnall Hornets, for coming on.
Yeah, they were really great and pumped. And Mike, we said last year they were 7-9. St. George's got the automatic bid. Tattnall would have been in at 24.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
right.
When we did our projections, that's
right.
Yeah.
And what happened was that day, because DAPS turned into scrimmages and stuff, everything was a mess. And so I think they go 7-9 again this year with their schedule. I think they might have enough.
Yeah, that normally is good enough to get a team that high quality in. They did play 2 seasons ago. I saw them at Archmere.
Yes.
They played, I believe, Smyrna against Archmere. It was a second-round matchup, if I'm not mistaken, with 5 sets.
Yep.
On a Saturday night, and it was an awesome match.
It was probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. I mean, that match
was what I was thinking about, and
yeah.
that was a fantastic night of volleyball that started for me at Brandywine High School.
Yes.
Already.
And I was there at Archmere all night.
That's a nice trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
AJ was just a baby then, so again, thanks AJ Patel for being our cameraman today. We're breaking him in easy.
Yes.
We got him chasing girls, which is never a bad thing for a high school kid, and running the camera for us. I meant that in a good way, chasing girls. Alrighty, I'm going to dig out of that hole now.
Yes.
Let's move on. Get back to my script here. Not really a script, just kind of our order of things here.
Why don't we, since Tattnall's on, let's go independent.
Let's go independent. All right, we're adjusting on the fly.
Adjusting on the fly.
We're going to have friends on, by the way.
Yes.
After this session is a break for everybody except for Tattnall and Smyrna.
Yeah.
So we're going to have friends, Padua, Archmere, and DMA in a 40-minute session. We're going to keep AJ busy. He's going to earn his money. And let's go to the independent conference like Jason mentioned. There we go. Alrighty. It's been Tower Hill's world. Everybody else just living in it.
Absolutely.
Over the past couple of years, we've had some competitive teams and friends, Wilmington Christian and Tattnall, but it's really been Tower Hill's conference. Maybe not so much this year. What do we think about the independent?
The independents, I think it's going to be a 3-team race between Tattnall, Tower Hill, and Friends. Tower Hill and Friends both lost a lot. We'll hear from Friends. We talked to Tower Hill last week. There's a lot going on with those both schools, and Tattnall. Maybe Tattnall might sneak up on them. Like you said, only lost 4 seniors, and they got a couple All-Staters back in that lineup. So it's going to be interesting. But I do think it's a 3-team race, and any one of those 3 teams can win it.
By the way, we were watching. You were watching DMA and Padua. Jason and I were watching to make sure the camera and the laptop don't get smashed.
Yeah,
we're catching a little bit of
I got to
here.
focus on Archmere and Friends
Archmere
here
and Friends
because
to
this court's close to us too. The third court down all the way at the end, we don't have to worry about.
No, we don't have to worry about that. That's Smyrna and
Red Line.
Red Line. It looks like that's Morgan Mendick back there, and we have the clock working. So
and
that was John Evans.
Tattnall's off.
Tattnall is
that's why
off,
we interviewed them.
We have the schedule here, and that's how we do this.
Yeah.
But after this session, there's a break for 40 minutes for 5 of the 7 teams, and we'll have 4 of them on.
Yes.
Well, we'll figure it out. There's actually 8 teams here today.
No, 7 because St. Mark's had
school.
Yep. How dare you have
Come
school?
Come on, Spartans.
Everyone else who had school this week had Friday off. It's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I told Ryan Colsani, our other 302 sports intern, to skip school today, but he didn't listen to me.
He's smart.
He's smart. We happen to have AJ, who was happy to come and do this for us.
Oh, yeah, and Sally started Monday, so he had 4 days of school.
I think
already.
AJ's going to take over as senior intern, Ryan. Buddy, I don't know about Ryan. Might not be, might have lost a spot. He might have gotten Wally pipped. All right, let's go to the independent. We'll talk about Friends first because they're right behind us. 9-6. 6-1 in the conference. That's a good record. Started a little slow last year. Really picked things up. They got a win in the state tournament, and then they lost to the champs, Wilmington Charter. And they bring back Jaden Elliott, Kayla Farley, Jocelyn Nathan, and Abby Carrion, and some others, but those are the ones.
And as you were saying that, they scored over here on Archmere with a great kill.
Lose just 2 seniors, but one. Come on.
Yeah, well,
Player of the year.
Danny Nathan,
Danny
player of
Nathan.
the year. What more can you say about Danny Nathan?
We tend to not to mention girls who graduated, but we're making an exception for Danny. One of the best players we've seen come through Delaware. A fantastic talent. But we're moving on. They have to move on. Danny's playing in college somewhere. They have Jaden Elliott and Kayla Farley on the back line. And then, on the front line. On the back, Jocelyn Nathan, younger sister of Danny, and Alyssa Nathan is going to be the last line defense for them.
Yep.
Only a freshman this year. She played as an 8th grader last year.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the one thing about Friends. They can play in 8th grade.
Now, their roster was like 34 kids. It was everybody in the program. Just 2 seniors, a couple of juniors. It's a young team that Barb Fitzgerald's got there. They're going to have to get mature quickly against their schedule because they play a tough schedule.
Yeah, they do.
Don't have them. I don't know why I didn't write them down. I know they play St. Mark's usually.
They play St. Mark's, Padua, Archmere right out of the gate. They start with Charter on September 4th.
That's right.
So that game was moved from the end of the year because of the independent conference tournament to the beginning of the year. So, and I know we'll talk about Charter, but they open with. They go Friends, Tower Hill right out of the gate. So, it's going to be these top 10 teams are going to be playing each other right out of the gate.
Yeah, I have Friends scheduled just to take a look. You mentioned the opening against Charter Wednesday. I think I might.
September 4th before our show. But the only problem is that 5:15 our show's at 7. It might be tough.
St. Mark's is the second game. Padua, Archmere, Ursuline, Smyrna, St. George's, Caravel, and they have St. Thomas More. There's always a wild card. We'll talk about the Ravens later. And then the independent conference. That's a really tough schedule for Friends. They do have St. Mark's and Charter and Ursuline and Thomas More at home. So they do not shy away from anybody. But they're going to need to win. They're going to need some wins.
Yes.
96 last year, so they can do it. But we mentioned really, really young. We'll see what happens with the Quakers. Very well coached team, and they always seem to be there at the end.
Yeah, and like you said, the other 2 teams also lost something. So it's a wide open conference.
Let's talk about Tattnall. We just had them on. Obviously, we saw Ashlyn DeLucia. Big save by Jason's hat.
302 hat comes in handy.
The Pepsi took it, but
Bag it.
Ashlyn DeLucia. Let's gather ourselves. Ashlyn DeLucia, Mackenzie Prettyman, they were both on with us. Katie Marvin and Abby Soja were supposed to be guarding the table, and they bailed. The 4 seniors there.
I'm gonna ask Katie. Her brother wasn't left.
They lost 4 seniors, so they mentioned some new players, new blood on the roster. A couple of freshmen coming in. They were 7-9. You mentioned they missed the tournament based on a conference championship. 6-match road trip to start the second week of the season.
I know.
Only 5 matches at home. So the Caravel and Cape are here. They're on the road at Newark Charter, Redline, DMA, and Padua. It's a tough road for the Hornets.
Yeah,
I think they can get back in the tournament, though.
I do too, with their strength of schedule. But it's going to start early, Mike. They get a Caravel team that we'll talk about later to open the season. I think that could be a 5-setter right out of the gate. And, it's one of those toss-up games that might need to go in Tattnall's favor.
already see the Tattnall Hornets, and once again, thanks to Ashlyn and Mackenzie for coming on. They had to fight each other to see who was going to be on with us. As they're watching more DMA against Padua.
I told him we could have got all 4 on, but the other 2 said no. Those 2 will say they're our spokeswomen.
And we're looking at these 2 teams we'll have on later, DMA and Padua. And over here we have Archmere Friends. There's your 4 teams we're going to have on next.
Yep.
Alrighty, so let's move along. The third team we're looking at, Tower Hill, 9-6 last year, 6-1 in the conference, 2-1 in the state tournament. They made it to the quarterfinals, lost to Ursuline. I'm going to break my rule again. I'm going to mention a player that's no longer here, Maddie Sachs.
I know.
A 6th rotation player. Fantastic talent, playing now at Stony Brook in America East.
Correct.
And but who did they bring back? Chloe Sachs, her younger sister, is the libero.
Yep.
Marie Freeberry, Isabel Cole, and we talked to Freeberry and Cole last week, and it's a new era for Tower Hill with Coach Mike Sachs. They lost not just Maddie, they lost Kyle Caffrey, the other big hitter, but they have some talent coming back and they have some height. They're going to be the offensive leaders, Freeberry and Cole. A little short in experience at the varsity level.
Yeah.
But they had a real veteran JV team, some juniors that played on JV. And Mike Sachs is up there with the best of them as far as coaches
he's
go.
a phenomenal coach there at Tower Hill. And he'll have that program ready to play to start the season. But they open up with the defending champs, Charter.
They always do.
Yep.
And usually a fantastic match. This year I believe it's at Wilmington Charter.
I believe it is at Charter.
I lose track of these things.
I think so. It might be a Tower.
Yeah, well, we can find out for you. Other non-conference, they play a tough non-conference schedule. Obviously, we mentioned Charter. That's at Tower Hill this year.
Yeah.
That's next Friday. They are at Conrad. Ursuline on the road. Red Lion on the road. Archmere at home. Padua at home. And St. George's at home, Caravel at home. So their toughest matches at least are in, except for the Ursuline and Red Lion, are in that tiny, cramped little gym that I just love.
I do.
Weaver Gymnasium. So
Weaver Gymnasium.
It's a tough one for Mike with having to replace those 2 and breaking some new talent, and they play a tough schedule.
Yeah.
But Independent usually gets at least 3 teams in, and I don't see why that would change this year.
No, I'm definitely with you. I think all 3 teams get in. Strength of schedule will help, I think, each team. And there obviously will be a conference championship, and it might come down to the end of the season.
Yeah, the Independent Conference plays that tournament. That was a point there
Hannah
for
Wright
our
just
Friends.
tried to make a diving save, but the point for Friends over in the far
Who knows?
court.
Maybe we'll get Hannah Wright on today. You never know who Coach Mary Pat's going to send over. So that's going to do it for the Independent Conference. Let's take a short break. We're going to figure out where we're going next. And we're back after this.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Sports and Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett.
Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image you envision, we create.
Back at Tattnall, hey, do not adjust your sets. You are not watching DMA and Padua. Who we got on now? We
got Friends and the Archmere Auks.
And Friends looking, they're holding their own against the Auks.
Yeah, I've been really impressed. I was watching that while we were talking independent conference because that's the thing I had to focus on for protecting our equipment. And it's been really good. I really like the play of Hannah right back there at libero for Archmere, and both these teams are putting on quite a performance.
Yeah, nice block there by Merritt of Archmere. They wear the uniforms, makes it easy for us. We're going to watch a second year of volleyball while we get ready for our next conference. Jason, we're going to have a bunch of live interviews coming on starting in about 15 minutes from now. So we're going to talk until then. And we're going to block volleyballs. So we're entertaining the troops here. This is like a USO tour down here. Wow, what a spike. Holy cow.
They don't have to worry about my quick reflexes.
I want to see who that was. I think Michelle Kazicki just hurt somebody over there. Kazicki just pounded that ball for Padua.
As long as it's not me, she's hurting.
Let's talk Padua. We're going to go back to the Catholic Conference. Jason, what can you say about the Catholic Conference? It is the cream of the crop as far as top-level teams. There was only 4 teams in the conference.
And all 4 teams usually.
We're going to talk about all 4 of them.
All 4 of them usually make the state tournament. I don't see that changing this year. But I'll tell you what, I think 3 teams could possibly win that conference title this year. Last year, Ursuline and Padua were both 5-1 in the conference. They're losing to each other. St. Mark's struggled a little bit in conference play last year, but I see them maybe putting in a win 2 against Ursuline or Padua, and we could have a 3-team race up there.
Did you see that kick save there? All right, let's go.
It was a kick saving a beauty.
Let's start with Padua. Just call me. You call me. I'm going to be Brian Elliott because I always get injured. Not Carter Hart. Let's start with the Pandas. We've seen them play a little bit today. 13-2 last year. 5-1 in the conference. The last team to beat Wilmington Charter last year, a game that you saw live on 302 Sports.
Yeah, back in early September.
Yeah, Charter ran the table after that, but we were there. Key returners, and we saw there's Michelle Kazicki right in front of us, Jess Mullen, Sarah Pritchard at the libero, Mackenzie Subject, Grace Palape,
Audrey Lyons. The list goes on and
Ireland
on.
Giaquinto is going to be playing a key role this year. Colleen McClintock, or Cassie McClintock. One of the McClintocks, I can't remember which.
The setter graduated, I believe it was.
I think Cassidy is the one who's back.
Yeah.
They're stacked. Solid nucleus. Another chance. No freshmen on the team this year. That tells you how strong this group is for Coach Lauren DiSabatino. Just so much talent. it's unbelievable what they do there.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. Every year we always say, watch out for the Pandas, and every year they, we were talking about losing key players. I mean, last year they lost Emily Jerome and 4 other starters, and then, like you said, they only went 13-2 in the regular season. Like, after replacing 5 new starters this year, they're not replacing anybody, and they're ready to go.
I look at paddle like I look at Salesiana basketball. You don't realize just how successful they are. They have the 2 state championships that they won. Those are kind of in the rearview mirror now. But every year they're quality and they're so good.
Yes.
It's like the South basketball; they're always winning.
Yep.
And just people look at the postseason. Unfortunately, they've just been tripped up in the postseason the last couple of years. They did make the semis last year, and they won the consolation match.
Yeah, and
they
lost to Charter. We said they beat Charter in the regular season in a tough matchup, and
took them to 4 sets in the semis.
Right, and in the semis they had that one. I think that one set in the semifinals they would like to have back, Mike.
Yeah. Let's talk about their schedule and Wilmington Charter. Tough road schedule. Opening where? At Wilmington Charter, September 10th.
Yeah.
They don't get any nights off, really.
No, and they never do.
2 games each against Ursuline, St. Mark's, and St. Elizabeth's. They also play
Archmere.
On the road at Tower and Archmere. At home
DMA.
Against Friends, DMA, Tattnall, and Newark Charter. It's a tough schedule, but head to toe, there may not be a more talented team in this state than Padua.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail ahead on the court. And well, like Mike, like you said, they only lost 3 seniors from last year, unlike the year before where they lost all their starters.
They lost 5 starters.
Yeah, so I mean, and like we said, all they did in the regular season was went 13-2. Their loss was to the end of the year. They lost to an out-of-state team early in the year, and then they didn't lose again till Ursuline in the last match of the regular season.
We'll have the Pandas on, I hope, sometime in the next half hour. Let's move on. We're going to shake it up. We're going to go to St. Elizabeth's.
All right.
We're talking Vikings. I think this is the first year we've talked Vikings on this show. 7-8 last year. Did not win in the conference. That has been their Achilles heel.
You said 7-8. They were 0-6. They got 6 losses in the
outside
conference.
the conference. Yes. And it's not an easy schedule they have. Jerry McCarthy's done a great job over there. Upward trend continues for the Vikings. Amanda Daugherty, saw her at Caravel the other night. She jumps through the roof. Ashley Campbell, Rena Robinson, Kylie Bowen. Unfortunately for them, they lost the setter, Kylie Mulrooney. One of their setters hurt an ankle and knee the other last week.
Yeah.
Out for the season, unfortunately for Kylie. But they had a tough draw in the tournament last year in Newark Charter. It really hurt them. But like you said, they lost. The only losses they had were to Apo and Archmere last year. They had some nice wins. So we mentioned Daugherty and Campbell and Robinson. Libero, Rachel Vivolo, very good. And the setter, a lot of it's going to fall on a sophomore who didn't play varsity last year, Laura Jezik. So we'll see how they do. We mentioned their schedule. Catholic Conference again. Archmere, St. George's, Cape, and Caravel on the non-conference schedule. They're going to be solid. They're going to be a tournament team. They could get a home game in the tournament.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier some teams we thought needed 11, 12 wins. St. Elizabeth's 7, like you said last year, 7. Not only did they get them in, but it got them a top 20 seed. So yeah. But well, like we said, if you're going to lose those Catholic Conference games, you are going to have to win some of these non-conference tilts.
It would, if they could pull an upset or 2 in the Catholic
Conference. It would be awesome.
They could be up in the top 10 seed.
Yep.
All righty, let's move right along. The team that was supposed to be here today, the Spartans of St. Mark's. In school, however, 8-7 last year, 2-4 in the conference. Those losses to Padua and Ursuline. But they cranked it up state tournament time. They went 2-1, made the quarterfinals. Archmere took them out in the quarters. That was at the St. E Center. Returning Player of the Year candidate, 6th rotation force, Savannah Siemens. Also Abby Thibodeau, Caroline Dietrich, Libero Alyssa Bergren. They have a lot of supporting cast members on that team and a fantastic coach in Nancy Griskowitz. Jason Savannah Siemens is awesome. I didn't know why they put it.
Yeah, you said it right there, Mike. There's not many adjectives to describe her other than awesome. She's probably my favorite to win Player of the Year this year. And it's going to be exciting to watch them play. Like you said, normally they're here, but unfortunately they're in school
Started
today.
school early this year. Yeah, they open next Friday against St. George's at home. And a match I hope to be there against St. George's next Friday. They also have road trips, home games against Smyrna, Archmere Charter, Wilmington Charter, and Appo. Road trips to Friends, DMA, and Red Lion. I talked to Alyssa and Savannah about this last week. You look at the record, 8-7, and people are like, "What's wrong with St. Mark's?" There's really nothing wrong with St. Mark's.
No,
it's frustrating for them.
8-7 got them a 10 seed last year, a 10 seed. So their points are there. But if they win a couple more of those games to go 10 or 11, even 9, they might have a first-round bye because, like I said, they were sitting at 10 last year with 8. But, the bonus points are there to be had, and you win a couple of those games, all of a sudden they're 4-point wins.
That's correct. St. Mark's, we said, like I said to the girls, people were like 8-7. Yeah, they would have liked to have been 12-3, but they're playing murderer's row of his schedule. So the Spartans will be just fine. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And lastly, Ursuline played an extra regular season game last year, 13-3, 5-1 in the conference. Made it to the consolation round. They lost to.
They're also Padua.
They lost Padua in consolation. Archmere got them in the semifinals. At St. Mark's. Key returners are going to be Kylie Knockett, who looks fantastic this year. Avery Brown.
I can't wait for you to say, Mike, knock it, rocket.
It's a knock it, rocket. It usually is. Emma Popham, the setter, all-state setter, Cassidy Markle.
Oh, yeah.
Sydney Davis, a libero. And they added Haley Velasquez, a transfer from Tower Hill, who apparently is going to play libero from what we're being told. So we'll see what happens if she plays like Sydney, will be a backline specialist.
Or it might be the other way around.
Or
I heard
they can switch back and forth.
Right.
You can only dress one.
Yeah.
So you only have one libero on the floor, rather. But they're going to be it's going to lose. Not having Corinne Fury, who's out for the year with an injury.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But Stu Heiss has a lot of talent at Ursuline, and
what
I don't see why they can't go all the way.
What I like is they stack their schedule, they get it ready, and the last week of the season they go Archmere, Padua, St. Mark's.
On purpose.
Talk about getting you ready for the state tournament. You tell those 3 games. Anyone would love to go 2-1 in that stretch, even 1-2. And last year they went 3-0 in that stretch.
Yeah, and Coach Heiss does that on purpose. The last match of the year, always is St. Mark's. It's always a Saturday scheduled for Saturday night right now. Sometimes it's moved back into the afternoon. We'll see
it
what
depends
happens.
What they decide to do. Right now the committee's meeting that Sunday morning.
So St. Mark's, Ursuline, always really good. They have a tough schedule again. 4 of the first 5 at home. Then they play 6 straight on the road, and then 4 in a row at home. We mentioned some of the opponents they play. Archmere, Ursuline Academy. They had Indian Rivers coming up this year. Tower Hill's over there. They play at Friends, at Bishop Shanahan, always a tough one. At Newark Charter, at Wilmington Charter. DMA at home, Archmere at home, and then the Catholic Conference, home and homes with them. So there's no breaks for the Raiders. And I don't think they want them.
No.
Those girls like a challenging schedule. And we mentioned Padua and all the talent. Ursuline's got a lot of talent too. And that will do it for the Catholic Conference.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. We are closing in on the end of this session. We're going to have to line up the interviews for our open period. And so we'll take a few minutes off here. We'll hear from our great sponsors. And we're back on 302 after this. So
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the
Jeff,
pros.
in 2014, that's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
But right now we're going to head right into your favorite part of the week, top plays on the special teams end, as you're going to see Stephen Williams. He's going to return this kick, and another great angle here you see. He'll catch it off the scoop, and he's taken off right down the sideline. Nobody can catch him, makes two men miss. Kicker can't make the tackle, and he is gone. Stephen Williams, kickoff return. He takes it all the way. Friends get the win.
Still has the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch. Whoa! Going up. He went the floor 12. He left the person there at floor 4.
Miss. Crash back out. There it is, off the glass, the game winner. Unbelievable shot.
Crash the glass.
Late on the shot.
John, you might have seen this one before. Bang! Throws it right down the lane. Look at that quick elevation. Everyone got out of the way, Jay. They wanted no piece of it. And then here's a different angle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow, did he get off? Nothing to show.
But right now we're going to head right into your favorite part. What you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC...
Hey, we're back at Tattnall School. It's all of a sudden it's quiet here, Jason. It's break time. We're going to get as many of the teams done as we can. We're going to have the Wilmington Friends, 2 of the Quakers here, and I'm going to hand my headset over. We're going to get right into this, and they're going to be nice and sweaty. It'll be good. Just off a match with Padua. So here we go. I'm going to hand this over to you. All right. And if you can't hear me, just pull one ear off. So who do we have?
Mariah Aldridge. Aldridge.
Aldridge and
Jaden Elliott.
Jaden Elliott. Jaden, I figured that out because you're on my list here. All right, ladies. 9-6 last year, 6-1 in the independent conference. You got into the tournament, but you ran into Wilmington Charter. Just talk about how we take the next step coming off of last season.
I guess I'll go. So last season was a lot of teamwork. We had a really good player who got a state record kills, and we worked together to do that as a team. And she graduated, but this year we're really working on to bring out the offense and really using all of our players and making it more of like a team effort. And we're trying to work on that this year. And I think we're doing a great job so far. Our plan is we'll go for conference first, definitely, and then we're going to take one match at a time. That's our goal.
So what do the Quakers need? You mentioned some more teamwork. Obviously, you lost player of the year. So, it been like so far getting into? What's your preseason been like? How's the team been coming together? Is what I'm trying to say here. Working without that player of the year there.
Yeah.
Some new people in.
Yeah, our preseason has been going pretty well so far because, even though we did graduate a really amazing player, we still have a team full of a lot of amazing girls. And so, we've just been focusing on making sure that we're bringing the best out of everyone and, getting as much done and making sure, everyone's playing to their best.
All right, so I'm just checking here, looking at your schedule and stuff. Obviously, Jaden, you were a big part of the offense last year, and you're back, and you have Caitlin Farley, right? And Mariah. Just talk about who we should be looking, besides you two, who should we be looking for? Caitlin, who else should we be looking out for the Friends?
We have a sophomore returning. She's a setter, but Abby Carrion, she's playing outside this year. She's really impressive. And we have really good defense as well. We have incoming freshman Jocelyn Nathan on our back row, too. So I think there's a lot of people to look out for. We're a really strong team, I think.
And obviously Jocelyn played.
She's played up, yeah.
So she's got some experience now. She's coming in off the street here and stepping into the high school scene. Tough conference you're in the independent. There are also some losses at Tower. And just to give me a little quick assessment of the independent and where you guys stand in there.
Well, conference is always really important to us, and so this year I think we're really looking forward to going out. It is a goal of ours to win conference, and I think this year we had pretty good standings. I think sometimes we would let some games slip away from us, but I think this year, because we're really focusing on finishing strong, I think we have a good chance of just going out and working really hard and doing well in conference this year.
All right, so we mentioned the conference. It's not easy. Tattnall's a good team. Tower Hill, St. Andrews. Wilmington Christian, I know the Comedy's graduated, but so that's not easy. But I look at your non-conference schedule and wonder what you guys did to bar or super for you guys. Opening, at least you're home with Charter and St. Mark's. You also play. You're at Padua and Archmere. Ursuline's at your place. You're at Smyrna, at St. George's, and then you travel to Caravel and then Thomas Ford end of season. It's like a who's who. Jade, what's it like having to? There's really no nights off for you guys. What's that like for you?
Well, we like a good challenge. I think we like to play up, and we have to play with people who are good. And I think it's going to make us better as well. And I think we're excited, and we're going to show some teams that we're still a good team, even though we lost a player. And I'm excited.
If you don't lose the players, then the school's not doing their job.
Exactly.
Your job is to graduate and get out of the school.
Definitely.
And then come back and support the school later.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's people graduate. It happens, right? So even though you guys are have that super tough schedule, you're always there at the end. Mariah, tell me about your goals for this season as a team. You guys, I know everyone wants to win a state championship, and I'm sure that's it. So a successful season for Friends is what?
Well, like we said earlier, definitely winning conference, but I think going a lot farther in the state tournament this year. I think we have, a good team, and I think we can go really far and work really hard, and that's one of our biggest goals. But I think regardless of wins or losses, I think our biggest goal this year is just to, work really hard together as a team and, come closer and really improve on a lot of our personal goals as a team.
Yeah.
All right, so your number one fan, Vincent. Season, right?
Yeah. He has his t-shirt and everything.
Fitzgerald is ready to go. Jaden, how excited are you to get rid of the t-shirts and the jersey and get going?
I'm super excited. I've been playing volleyball pretty much all year round, and I'm still in it. So senior year is supposed to be fun, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, Jaden Elliott, good luck this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have to pull people over here, but thanks for doing this for us. And I think we have Friends scheduled to be on 302 this year, so we're going to see.
Yes.
And, good luck this year, ladies. We'll see you down the line. It's only a week away. Let's go.
Great.
All
Thank
right,
you so
Go
much.
get some lunch.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Alrighty, just put that right on the table. I'll take this one. Thanks. Nice to meet you too. Jaden, good luck this year. Keep it running the line, will you? All right, Jason, here we go. Oh yeah, it feels so good.
Nothing like
All right, so
putting on the headset after
here's all my
interviews.
here's all my notes my cheat sheet I've been using. Jason, what should we? I think we have Archmere coming in. We're gonna try to find Or
DMA and Padua.
So we want to take a break, or do we want to go to non-conference?
Let's take a break, and we'll be back in shortly after we chase down some interviews.
All right, thanks.
Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. The Hadley Group.
Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
In 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back to the third annual 302 Sports volleyball preview show, and we're joined by two of the Padua Pandas, Michelle Kazicki and Mackenzie Subject, a senior and a junior, two ladies that we've gotten to know pretty well over the past couple years. Michelle, I'm going to give you the headset, and if you guys can't hear me, just pull the one ear off.
Okay.
Pretty loud. All right, ladies, 13-2 last year. Great year for you. One of the only two teams to beat Wilmington Charter.
Yeah.
Game that we mentioned was streamed live on 302. And that Charter again in the tournament. Unfortunately, they got to 3-1 there. But a super year for you guys, and you won down the consolation match against Ursuline. Returning, obviously, you two, Jess Mole and Sarah Pritchard. Who am I missing? Who else is coming back?
We have Grace, Audrey.
Grace Calafe, yeah. We have our setter from last year, Audrey. Grace. We have Jackie Barnett, our right side. We have a deep bench of all seniors. So yeah, but
it's a pretty stacked roster there for the Pandas.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll just start with your. We had some of the rosters. Last year you guys had to replace I think 5 starters.
Yeah.
This year, and I don't know who. I guess Jess was the only returning starter last year.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, but it was 5 starters that graduated, and you had a great season. Obviously, talent has a lot to do with it. Padua never seems to. They never seem to have too much of a dip, even when you're replacing all that talent. What is it about that program that makes it so consistent?
I think something we really focus on is like teamwork and like just working together, and no matter who's on the court, it's like we all mesh together and use each other and play off of each other. And if things go wrong, we try not to like reflect on that, and we'll just like go for the next point and just together, I think, is really important for us.
Each grade is so close, and we all come together as a team every single year. It doesn't matter who graduated or who came back. DSAB definitely enforces the fact that we are a team no matter what, no matter how many people we lose, no matter who's on the court.
Hang on one second. It's one of my jobs today. So replacing any holes from last year, it seems like there's no freshmen on the team this year.
No. Yeah.
We have one like Audrey last year.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't anticipate much of a drop off or.
Yeah.
Almost everybody on the team played varsity last year. So
Yeah.
to have that kind of experience, you got to be pretty comforting.
It's nice. It's nice to know that everyone knows the situations that we're in. We've all played together in them before, so we have like a trust in each other that we've got this.
Yeah, we brought in 3 new people this year, and they're all doing a great job just fitting right in, like especially in the play days. Like you would never know they haven't played varsity before, and it's just like nothing changed.
We missed your friends this year because you had school or something.
Yeah, we went to Kate.
Yeah. I already talked to your coach about it. That's not going to happen again. All right, let's look at this schedule. So where do you open? At Charter on the 10th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously,
we're going for
looks
it.
at the first game only. You don't want to look too far ahead of time. I imagine you had that schedule or circled from the moment you saw this.
Yeah. We're excited.
Get started against the champs.
We're excited.
Yeah. It's a big game.
Especially like their home.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
we're ready
fun.
to open. But
My freshman year we played there.
Yeah, we
So,
haven't played there in a while.
Like not last year, but the year before. Like alternating. Yeah.
It's a fun place to watch.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
They get the coach, the teacher that's out there, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
They have a big
Not an easy schedule. No nights off really.
No. A lot of.
How tough is that? I mean, I imagine it makes you a better team playing Ursuline, St. Mark's, and St. E's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is really beneficial for us playing those types of teams, because then like when tournament play comes, like that's the kind of pace we're used to when we have to play different teams. We're really fortunate to be in such a good conference, and it's just really competitive.
We mentioned Charter. Also, non-conference, you got to travel to Tower and Archmere, and then at home you have Friends, DMA, Tattnall.
Yeah.
Charter. Paul the 6th is coming up this year.
Yeah.
And you also have Notre Dame, I think.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
go there this year.
I think we're going. Yeah.
It's gonna be tough, but every team is competitive, and we're right there with them, so we know how to compete against them. And
you'll be ready come tournament time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Now, Michelle, you disappointed me when you committed to basketball.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
But we got volleyball before basketball.
Yeah, this comes first. This is it.
She's a block machine, this Michelle. Mackenzie, you get up there with the best of them, and a lot of hitters on this team, a lot of weapons for paddle.
Yeah.
You guys got to be super excited for September
Yeah.
and beyond, right?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Count down
We're
the
looking
days.
forward to
it's like
it.
a week.
And you'll be on 302 Sports this year, so.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we interrupted your lunch. Mackenzie subject. Michelle Kazicki, thanks so much for doing this, and it won't be long. We're back with you on 302.
Yeah,
thank you.
Ladies, thank you very much. I wanted to ask you too, who's your favorite Lang brother?
Oh, I can't answer that. Can't answer that. No, it's unfair.
It's not you. All right. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
And Mackenzie's going to finish for lunch now, so. Jason, couple great interviews there, Michelle and Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mike, and one thing we said is their experience coming back. A lot of starters are back for that team, and they're ready to go. And I'll tell you what, do I have an answer for the favorite Lang brother?
Who's the favorite Winchell brother? That's the question, right?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, a save by me. I
took-
expected somebody to save me on that one, but
We each took one off the noggin
yeah,
today.
right off my back. But I think I'll live. I just stepped on a cable. All right, let's. We're gonna pull the headsets off again. Got a little quiet in here. All right, here we go. There you go. Have a headset, and we're gonna give you a headset. If you can't hear me, just pull the one ear off, and you're good to go. Couple Seahawks in the house. Here's our cameraman AJ from Stars. I don't know if you know AJ or not. All right, DMA, who do we have here?
I'm Riley Sullivan.
Riley and
I'm Allie Banks.
Allie Banks. So I have names. Oh, look at that. Riley Sullivan and Allie Banks. Obviously, they're very important because I listed them on here. 9-6 last year, 4-3 in a very, very tough conference. And then Tower Hill got you in the tournament. Pull your microphone up just a little bit, Allie.
Sorry.
All right, Riley and Allie, whoever wants to answer. I think you guys surprised some people last year. You had all that talent that was on the two teams that won state championships. And obviously, people graduate.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what to expect. But you went 9-6. Were you surprised at all by that, or do you think just other people maybe said, hey, where'd DMA come from?
I think we were all kind of surprised, but we worked together at the end of the day, and we made stuff happen. So.
That's true. Yeah, I agree.
Riley, so you lose a couple hitters from last year. So you have a couple of young players coming in. Who should we be looking for besides you? Are you guys seniors?
I'm a junior.
I'm a senior.
Junior, senior. Who should we be looking for, obviously, besides you two?
I would say Lily Wenzel. She's a
Yep.
middle. She's a great blocker, and she's up and coming.
Rivals are here. Any freshmen on the team this year?
Yes, there is one, McKenna, and she's a middle. She's a middle blocker. So you'll be seeing her a lot this year.
Awesome. You guys are in the Dynasty Conference, 6-7 deep. It's a tough conference. Riley, talk about having to play all those teams and night after night after night. Charter, Archmere, Red Lion,
It was
Conrad.
our schedule last year was definitely harder than this year because it was stacked. Like we played Archmere and then Padua, and it was like right in a row. This year, it's definitely spread out more.
Yeah, we had a lot of hard games, like
right in a
It was
row.
all in a row. Yep.
So now I feel like this year is very good for us because we have a lot of games that are like, I would say, easier teams leading up to harder teams, and it's spread out more. I definitely think that gives us an advantage to work on, like have practices in between games where we need to work on things that we, failed to do in the previous game.
Yeah, we can practice before we get to the harder games.
So the non-conference schedule is almost as hard as your conference schedule. You are at Smyrna, at Padua, at Ursuline, you're here. And, I'm sorry. And you're here. No, your Tattnall's at your place. Indian River's coming up. I don't know if you know anything about Indian River, but they have an awesome hitter in that team.
Yes, they do.
St. Mark's is at the game. And APO, everyone's telling me about what it's like to play. And you guys, I guess, both played in the cafeteria. And now you're playing in the dome. What's the difference between playing in the two locations?
So the cafeteria / gym, it was very loud and small because you had that, the cages upstairs where people would bang on. So it's a lot bigger now, and there's a lot more people that come to games and are able to actually see. So it's a pretty great experience.
What was it like to open that place last year?
It was actually really cool to be like one of the, we were the first like athletic team to be in the dome to play a game, have their first practice in there. It was really cool to open it up. I thought it was, I was a freshman, so I thought it was a really cool experience to go through that. And now I'm really happy and so grateful that we have that, that huge athletic dome to play in.
Yeah.
Yep. Multi-purpose stadium out there. Things are really growing out there.
Yeah.
And you guys have a pretty rabid fan base out there. What look in here and just tell them, and they usually show up, why they should come out and watch the Seahawks play volleyball this year.
Oh, I can start. I think you should come and see us because we're a really scrappy team. We have really good defense, really good blockers, and I think a lot of people aren't expecting like a good team this year, and I think they're wrong.
Yeah, come out and support Seahawk Nation.
All right, ladies. It all starts next week, and we're going to be on 302 this year at the Dome. And the schedule's coming up later. And good luck the rest of the season. Good luck this season. We'll see you down the line. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So good for something to eat.
Thank you.
Riley and Allie, thank you very much. And we have no break coming up. Come on in, victims, Julia Kochi and Mackenzie Pop. I would have known that eventually. All right, so we're going to grab that one. You can't hear me, just pull this off the headset a little bit. We're going straight to Archmere, my neck of the woods. Hang on, where's Archmere? Here it is. I got hit in the back the last one. Plus we have some equipment here. All right, ladies. I saw you guys on the first day of practice.
Yes.
It was like 2.5 weeks ago or so. Let's turn this way a little bit because we got
Okay.
the camera here. So nobody wants to see me. When I talked to Mary Pat that day, you guys had a ton of talent returning. She's always worried about something. Who's your setter going to be this year?
I think we're going to do a 6-2 with Maddie and Colleen.
Two sophomores,
yeah.
returning sophomores.
Yeah, and they're looking very good. They've worked so hard this preseason, and they've gotten so much better, and they're looking very good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were like really questioning like who's going to be Archmere's setter, and like they've stepped up so much more than anyone's expected, and they've been working so hard, and it's been really rewarding to see them.
Yeah,
it's really awesome.
On this team, we usually start with the returning players. Obviously, we got the All-Stater here, and Julia, and there's so much down there in Mackenzie. You have Hannah Wright and Lauren.
Yes.
Gives you so much height.
Yeah.
She's very good in the middle. Who else should we be looking for? I know I always leave names out, but that's why I have you guys on to tell me that.
Yeah. Another middle, Abby Kate. She's,
Yeah.
very
Abby
good.
works really hard.
Yeah.
She's a really good blocker.
Very good. We have some like new freshman, Jess. She's big. She's tall.
She's still like getting.
Yeah.
We're all like getting into the swing of things, and some of our juniors, Ava Scarpacey,
And
she's
Hope.
stepped up a lot. Bella has worked really hard. She's been playing a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
And Hope.
And Hope. She's been playing really well too.
One of our sophomores. She's been working hard.
14-1 last year.
Yes.
Fantastic season.
Yes.
Thank you.
Got to the state final.
Yes. Not the ending we wanted, but
Yeah.
That
hey.
was a tough Wilmington Charter team.
Yeah.
They obviously ran the table last year after they were 2-2 and then didn't lose after that.
Yeah.
No shame in losing, and they were stacked with seniors.
They were.
Yeah.
They had and McCormick. They had a ton of talent in that
Yeah.
team.
Very good.
I'm sure you guys are pretty confident that you could do the same thing this year, right? I mean, that's always the goal is to get there and win.
Yeah, that's our goal.
Always the
I
goal.
think we should just come out with positive energy and good attitudes on the court and in the game and just work our hardest.
Yeah, I think our mindset's always like the next game, the next opponent, and then once we get there, it'll be that. But like right now, we just look at what's right ahead and hope for the best. So.
So I thought I had this written down, but I didn't. So we're gonna do this on the phone instead. Obviously, you have the Diamond State schedule. That's a really tough conference. Can you tell me about? I asked Riley and Allie from DMA about playing in that conference. How tough is that night after night to be in that conference?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. There's a bunch of good teams, and it's definitely it's definitely hard. It's definitely difficult, but great matchups, fun games, really intense, good energy, and I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, I think we love playing the big
Yeah.
teams. It's fun.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's going to ask you to comment on the non-conference. You open next week at Smyrna, obviously. You also have Friends at your place. This is non-conference. Delmarva Christian, somebody new for you guys coming up.
Yeah, they're new.
And Padua coming in, and then on the road, you're at Tower Hill, at St. Mark's, and at Ursula. So
yeah,
it's a pretty loaded schedule. Do you ever like say, man, I could really use it?
I feel like no. We like, well, if it's like the day before a big game or a few days, like we prepare for that team and we play or prepare really hard at practice and like.
Yeah, coach will always say like this game, focus on this game. Don't worry about the rest. Focus on like Padua or focus on Ursuline right now. Like, don't just worry about them. And once we get to that game and we finish that game, then we can think about the next game.
And although like our schedule is like pretty intense and it's always like back-to-back big games, it's like it's really fun and like we love the energy and like our student support is amazing and just us as a team like it helps us keep pushing and keep working our hardest at practice.
I feel like we're a team that really feeds off of that like last game, like the energy from last game. So I feel like we go out strong and we just keep like pushing our hardest. And
one more thing, I know you mentioned your student support. Great support
it's the
there.
best, best in the state.
That is.
For the 5 students in Archmere who haven't seen a volleyball, you can look right there and tell them why they need to come watch.
Why haven't you come out? Definitely come to our games. They're literally so fun. Our students go crazy. We have a really nice gym, so our bleachers are just packed with students, like to the top. If it's homecoming, it's full. Even if it's
so
not,
fun.
like the whole front. Everyone's cheering. They do all these different chants, and it's just such a good time. It's like you got to be there, and it's such an experience.
It is so much fun, and it makes it fun for us. It makes playing so exciting. We get before the games, we're like, oh, like big game, and everybody's like, oh, big game tonight. We're like, like
if it's a
come out.
Friday, walking around school, they want to see you.
No air conditioning, so early
Preseason's a blast.
Smyrna next Friday.
Yes.
And then we start
and then kickoff.
The trek together down the road.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Archmere, I'm expecting big things again.
I hope so.
Big
senior.
Been watching these girls for 4 years now.
Yes.
And always love watching the Hawks.
Thank you.
Julia and Mackenzie, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
And I know we're going to see you maybe as early as
see ya.
Next Friday. We got you on the list several times for me at least to come out and watch you play.
Right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies. And good luck this season. I'll take that one.
Thank you.
Thanks. All righty. We're going to take a commercial break, gather ourselves, and we're going to be back after this.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore.
All right, we are back at Tattnall. This is the only game in town right now. Tattnall in black, Smyrna in the red. We will have the Eagles on in about 10 minutes. That will be our last live interview of the afternoon. Once again, thank you to DMA, Archmere, Padua, and Wilmington Friends for interrupting their lunch to help us along. And it wasn't bad. We took one shot off the back. Coach, he stopped one for us. The Hawks, always helpful. But thanks to all of the ladies who came on. And we are going to move right along. Jason, we're going to talk about the non-conference teams. Actually, one non-conference team and one that's in a conference that really not much of a Delaware presence. So we're going to count them as like a non-conference. So where are we going? Right here. There's three of them we're going to look at. We're going to start with Caravel. 8-7 last year. Lost to St. Mark's in the first round of the tournament. They have Colleen Sheridan back. She's very good. Katie Paoli, Haley Mulvena, and Cam Chapman. New coach as well, Michael Leclerc, longtime assistant at Archmere. They lost just 3 seniors from last year, and they were 8-7 last year, as we mentioned. They have experience with Chapman and Mulvena, and they have a lot of height. On the back, Colleen Sheridan is their defensive specialist. So they are, I saw them play at the play day the other night, and they looked really good. Caravel's one of those teams nobody ever really thinks about, but they're always good.
Yeah.
Much different than the team that went 15-0 a couple of years ago. They have really beefed up the schedule. We're going to talk about that. Play first 4 and 5 and 6 on the road, all against the challenging opponents. Including who they play. They usually play Appo. Let's see if we can get Caravel up here super quick. I thought I had them on, but I did not. Let's watch Smyrna here for a second. There we go, Bucks. Should have done this during the commercial break. What was I thinking? All right, let's go. They play Tattnall on the road. Tattnall, Conrad, Delmarva Christian, and Middletown to open, Jason. Appo goes to visit down there in Bear. They play St. George's, Dover, St. Elizabeth, Red Lion, Friends, Cesar Rodney, Tower Hill. So that is a pretty stiff schedule for the Bucks. And they're always good. What can we say? They're always up there with the second tier teams. Delmarva Christian, 14-3 last year. They lost to Newark Charter in the second round of the tournament. They are members of the Eastern Shore Athletic Conference, based mostly out of Maryland. Did not have any stats or roster on there, so it was kind of tough for me to see who's who for the Royals. But they made some changes to their schedule. They're coming up this way this year. They do play Cape Henlopen. They're at Caravel, as you mentioned. I'm sorry, they're home against Caravel. They have Holly Grove in their conference, St. Thomas More in their conference, St. Andrews Indian River on the road, Archmere on the road, Red Lion on the road. So pretty stiff schedule there for Delmarva Christian. And as we mentioned, the roster is online. Mia Berger, saw her play basketball. She's got some height. Just a few seniors on the team. Ashlyn Stonebreaker, another one of their key players. So we don't know much about Delmarva Christian because they don't get up here too much, but they always seem to have a quality team. The last one that we're going to talk about, non-conference, St. Thomas More, 10-5 last year. Lost to Red Line in the first round of the tournament. They return, I believe, all of the 7 players who were not seniors from last year, including Brianna Altador, Grace Anderson, and the libero Kayla Cornejo. Jason, it's another new coach. That's their 4th coach in 4 years. Somehow, those girls always manage to put it together and make the tournament. The coach this year is Christine Lassard, who is a graduate of the school, and her dad, Brian, is an assistant coach. Used to coach St. Thomas More for 8 years, back when they were members of the Diamond State Conference. So you never know what to expect. They're in that Eastern Shore Conference. They play Holly Grove and Delmarva Christian. Best non-conference matches for them, St. Andrews at home, and a closing, they play Middletown at home on their senior night, and then they travel to Wilmington Friends on October 26th, a 1 o'clock game to wrap up the regular season. So that will do it for the non-conference. as the teams are returning to the court. Should we take a short break and come back with Smyrna? I think we're going to do that. So with another short break, or you can watch some volleyball here for a second. And we will have
Week top plays on the special teams end is you're going to see Stephen Williams. He's going to return this kick, and another great angle here you see. He'll catch it off the scoop, and he's taken off right down the sideline. Nobody can catch him, makes two men miss. Kicker can't make the tackle, and he is gone. Stephen Williams, kickoff return. He takes it all the way. Friends get the win.
So it's the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch. Whoa! Going up. He went the floor 12. He left the person there at floor.
Miss. Crash back out. There it is, off the glass, the game winner. Unbelievable shot.
Crash the glass.
Late on the shot.
Now you might have seen this one before. Bang! Throws it right down the lane. Look at that quick elevation. Everyone got out of the way, Jay. They wanted no piece of it. And then here's a different angle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow, did he get off? Nothing to show.
But right now we're going to head right into your favorite part of the week, top plays on the special teams end, is you're going to see Stephen Williams. He's going to return this kick, and another great angle here you see. He'll catch it off the scoop, and he's taken off right down the sideline. Nobody can catch him, makes two men miss. Kicker can't make the tackle, and he is gone. Stephen Williams, kickoff return. He takes it all the way. Friends get the win.
So it's the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch. Whoa! Going up. He went the floor 12. He left the person there at floor.
Miss. Crash back out. There it is, off the glass, the game winner. Unbelievable shot.
Crash the glass.
Late on the shot.
Now you might have seen this one before. Bang! Throws it right down the lane. Look at that quick elevation. Everyone got out of the way, Jay. They wanted no piece of it. And then here's a different angle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow, did he get off? Nothing to show.
But right now we're going to head right into your favorite part of the week, top plays on the special teams end, is you're going to see Stephen Williams. He's going to return this kick, and another great angle here you see. He'll catch it off the scoop, and he's taken off right down the sideline. Nobody can catch him, makes two men miss. Kicker can't make the tackle, and he is gone. Stephen Williams, kickoff return. He takes it all the way. Friends get the win.
So it's the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch. Whoa! Going up. He went the floor 12. He left the person there at floor.
Miss. Crash back out. There it is, off the glass, the game winner. Unbelievable shot.
Crash the glass.
Late on the shot.
Now you might have seen this one before. Bang! Throws it right down the lane. Look at that quick elevation. Everyone got out of the way, Jay. They wanted no piece of it. And then here's a different angle. Oh my goodness.
All right, we're back at Tattnall School. Finally, this is our last live interview today. The Smyrna Eagles. I know you guys were had the first session off and then arrived a little bit late, but you're here now. I see you got a good sweat going and playing some tough teams. I just got done with Tattnall. And I know you played Archmere earlier, I think, right? It's just a preview of next week.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on with us. And so we're going to give Jen the headset, and we're going to introduce you guys. And nobody wants to listen to me anyway. It doesn't matter. We have Jen Sloven and Sophia Bassler. And I'm going to keep looking because we got volleyballs flying. And they hurt, man. Paddle what? All right, so Smyrna, you guys 96 last year swept your conference. Just pull your microphone up a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. We want to make sure that nobody wants to listen to you. And then you had St. Mark's in the tournament. And things didn't go your way, but hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So, and then obviously, you guys are back. Who else? You look like a hitter.
Yeah.
And you look like a hitter.
Yeah.
So tell us who we're looking for and which positions and anybody new that we should be looking out for. I know you lost a couple seniors.
Yeah.
Well, we have Sophia Vassar on outside, 6 rotations all around. And then we have a great setter, Hannah Osborne. She's a 10th grader. Yeah, she also plays right side too. She's really good. We have a new libero, Alex Farragher, who stepped up after Morgan Holman. A huge loss last year, but yeah, this is some really good players.
We pulled up one of our sophomores to be an outside hitter, Gianna Romano. She's a
Yeah,
sophomore.
she's really stepping up this year after we lost Kenley Cook last year. So.
Yeah, a couple graduations obviously.
Yeah.
Morgan and Kenley, 2 big hitters.
Yeah.
Libero and hitter for you. All right, so you guys have really owned the Henlopen North the last couple of years. It's not an easy conference. Talk about having to play teams like Cape Henlopen and Caesar. Even Dover last year was a really good team. So
Yeah, and IR.
volleyball they think up this way, but there's some good volleyball being played downstate. Talk to me about the
Oh yeah, like our big competitions, Indian River with Rachel Ellers playing outside. IR's a really big competition. Same with CR and Dover with, yeah, amazing player. Yeah, definitely. And with CR, there's always been kind of a rivalry between us, and then with Dover with Danny playing middle, it's really a big competition now.
So it's a little bit up here. We're a little packed, a little closer together.
Yeah.
You guys have some road trips even for the conference games. You're
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it ever? I'm sure you get tired of being on buses and going around.
Definitely.
It's not like having to maybe drive an hour to Cape Henlopen or even down to Dover's not that far. But,
No.
Sussex Central, some of these things that are a little farther away. Is it ever bother you guys? Are you used to it?
I mean, in a way, I think it kind of helps. Like, we sit in the bus, listen to music, and it just helps, like, our team chemistry. Like, on the court, we play really well together, and I think it's because we're so close on and off the court, and I think the long trips help us with that.
Always get to stop for Chick-fil-A too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dover, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned your conference schedule. I'm looking at it's not a conference schedule. It makes my eyes water. Start with Archmere next
Yeah.
week, obviously. You have St. Mark's, Wilmington Charter, DMA, Friends. You mentioned Indian River, and I thought was one of the best players I saw last
Oh,
year.
yeah, for sure.
I had a chance to see her in the tournament. I know not too many nights off for the Eagles. What's that like? Does that help you guys come postseason time to play that kind of schedule? Or once in a while, do you think, I just like to play like Smyrna Middle School?
I mean, I think it really gets us pumped up because with the upstate schools, I feel like there's a lot more energy and like there's a lot more competition on the court because we get a lot more hyped up for the beginning of the season. And I think it forces us to work a lot harder in the preseason since we know the upstate teams who can be better we're about to play them in like 2 weeks. So I think it really pushes us to go even harder in practice.
So Smyrna, we think Smyrna girls sports, and obviously you think softball.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Cross country and track team's really good too.
track, very good, obviously.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful gym down there, and the school's beautiful itself. Sophie, if you were to look right there at your classmates and say, we need more of you out of volleyball, here's why you got to come watch us. There you go. You're the closer.
You gotta come watch us. It's fun.
We're great. You gotta come.
Come support.
Yeah, we're gonna let Jen help us out here. So you start against Archmere, I believe.
Yeah.
That's at your place.
Yeah. Yes. September 5th.
It's probably the only game on your mind right now.
Yes.
You're probably tired of playing days. You have your place, I know.
Yeah.
How excited, Jen? You're a senior, right?
Yeah.
Are you a senior as well?
Junior.
How excited are you to get your senior season going and just to get back in that rat race?
I'm so excited. We're gonna try hard all season. Get finally past the second round in the state tournament senior year. Hopefully, maybe get to the Bob. Who knows? Yeah.
9 or 10 years now since the Henlopen team got past that second.
Yeah.
Why not you, right?
I know. Why not us? We're capable of
year.
it. You can go off with the upstate teams.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, Jen and Sophia, thanks for coming on. I know you guys want to grab some lunch or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Good luck this season.
Thank
you.
See you next Friday.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Put it on the table. All right, thanks. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Come back and Jason, we got some special stuff coming up, so we're back after this as you watch. We're going out with Padua and Archmere on 302. We're back at Tattnall. You were watching a mid-season clash here, Archmere and Padua. Mike Lang, Jason Mitchell, AJ Patel with you from Tattnall. And Jason, we're coming down on the home stretch. We got about 15 minutes here, and then we got to get out of here.
We've already been
3 hours, man. It's hard to believe.
We've been on for 2 hours, almost 30 minutes right now.
We want to mention, we did taped interviews with Friends last week. We're not going to have time to get those on today. We will
upload them and put them
on to our YouTube channel.
And put them on the YouTube channel for you.
We'll be able to get all those teams. I'm sorry we can't get you on today, but those interviews will be published or posted so you can watch your players. And thank to everybody at Friends last week for helping us out. But where'd 3 hours go when you're having
I know, it's unbelievable.
All right, let's burn through this. We're going to go. And tough, it's the conference that we have the most teams to talk about. We're going to make it quick. The Diamond State. As many as 6
and I was
teams.
to say,
we
the one
half of them here today.
We have taped interviews with the other 3, so
we got it covered pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's quickly we'll go through them. 6 teams can make some noise. We're going to start with the one right in front of you, Archmere in the green, 14-1, 7-0 in conference. They won the conference last year.
They beat Charter.
Beat Charter early.
And then the year before, Wilmington Charter beat Archmere and won the conference. So we might see a third new champion this year, or we might see Archmere Charter again.
We had Julia Kochi and Mackenzie pop on. Also look out for Lauren Edmiston, number 19. Hannah Wright, the libero, Abby Cates, and really just talent up and down that roster. They needed a setter coming in. It sounds like they have a couple that are moving into that role. Play a bang schedule that we mentioned and when we interviewed those 2. So Archmere is right up at the top of that conference. Conrad, the Red Wolves. One of the taped interviews you can watch. 12-3 last year, 4-3 in the conference. Lost to Padua in the quarterfinals. Finally, their seniors, Julie Kaleja and Alyssa Fayville. Junior, Steph Kaleja and Leah Camilli, a junior. They're stacked. It's a good team.
Yeah, it is.
Good coach in Jen. They won 8 in a row last year after they started 5-3, including the one tournament match. Then they got Padua. All their key players are back. They have Olivia Josbick, didn't mention her when we should. Fayville, all-state candidate at libero.
Stephanie.
And a good non-conference schedule, Tower Hill and Apple on the road. Season finale at home against Cape Henlopen.
Yep.
And we are keeping our eyes open here because we got some big hitters around us.
I know.
Delaware Military Academy on the court to our left. 9-6 last year. Somehow they keep getting it done, even though they graduate. It seems like they graduated, and they did, all-state players.
I was going to say, all-state players.
Riley Sullivan, Allie Banks, thanks for coming on today. Kaylee Longera, a couple newcomers they mentioned. I think they surprised some people last year.
Yep.
Not this year. They're not going to surprise anyone. This is a team. They look pretty good today. They're playing Tattnall right now. I think they've looked pretty good today.
I do too.
I think they can get past that second round this year. They go on the road to Smyrna and Padua, Ursuline, and they have Tattnall, New River, St. Mark's, and Apo at the Dome.
Wow, that's the who's who.
Newark Charter. I love Newark Charter.
Yep, I do too.
Bounce back year for them last year, 9-6. They were 3-4 in conference. They did win 2 state tournament matches. They lost to Charter in the quarterfinals. And they bring back Chloe Rogers, Morgan Ritchie, the setter, Emma Althofer. They took some hits to graduation, but they had a good year last year, including a 5-setter at St. Mark's.
Yep. A win. That was a big win for them.
Big win. They have, like I said, Rogers and Ritchie up front. That's a pretty imposing group. They have Ursuline and Padua in a 4-day span this year. They also got Tattnall, Cape Henlopen, Caesarani, and Apo also, in addition to the conference. Now, not too many easy nights for the Patriots. Red Lion, we talked to Morgan Mendick and Caroline Capps earlier. 9-6 last year. 1-1 in the tournament, lost to Ursuline. Mendick's moving from libero to outside. You see how that affects that team. They suffered an injury of one of their bigs. An injury from one of their bigs to one of their bigs is moving, forcing Mendick to move. They also have Reagan Mendick. They play, but outside the conference, you're talking Middletown, Indian River, Tattnall, Tower Hill, St. Mark's, Caravel, and Delmarva Christian. That is a very intimidating schedule. It can be intimidating. We'll see how they react or they respond. Finally, the champs. We saved the champs for last.
Yep.
Wilmington Charter, 13-2 last year, lost to Archmere and Padua.
Right out, they were 2-2.
We saw them. We had them in the
They
loss.
were 2-2. We had both their losses on our telecast last year.
It's a wonder Stover's going to invite us back.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be invited to any games down there this year. Oh, or maybe we will.
All right, so they bring back Ava McMurray, Corinna Bialecki, Danny Waltz, Christina Marson. They lost the Gatorade Player of the Year, not the state player, not the Coach's Player of the Year, and Maddie Matheny. We'll mention Maddie because she was the Gatorade Player of the Year. They lost their setter. They lost the defensive specialist. They lost a couple other big contributors. A lot of losses, but they're experienced, and they have a lot of height on that team. And they might be the tallest team in the state. They got a great coach in Dave Stover. We love Charter, and I would never count them out no matter who they lose. Outside the Diamond State, they open with Tower Hill. They also get Padua, Ursuline, St. Mark's, and Friends. And Jason, they had AI on the schedule. They're off. Replaced AI with Caesar Rodney. So their tough schedule just got one match tougher. All right, that's going to do it for the Diamond State. We are moving into our players to watch. We're going to do 3 quickly, and let's do it. Jason, you go first. I need a break here for a second.
All right, I'm going to go. Well, obviously, I'm going to go with the 3 names you probably all recognize. Jess Mullen of Padua, who's out here. Savannah Siemens, St. Mark's, who is unquestionably one of my favorites to win possibly Player of the Year this year. She's just that talented. Does everything for that Spartans team. And we'll finish it off with the girl that you just interviewed, Julia Kochi.
Number 1 in your program. There she is, right there. You're looking at her.
We've seen her play since freshman year. Every year she gets better and better, and she, I think, is one of the players to watch out for this Archmere Alks team.
And wants that state championship to match her sister, who got one with Ursuline.
Yes.
Allie Kochi.
Allie Kochi.
All right, my 3 players to watch. I'm going to go with a little under the radar, but not if you're a volleyball fan. Rachel Eilers, Indian River. Saw her last year in the tournament against Appo. Wow, what a player. She's a junior. Leah Camilli from Conrad. Maybe overshadowed a bit, but she should not be. And she's on our taped interview, so when we get those posted, you'll see Leah Camilli. And finally, Caroline Capps, had her on here today. Red Lion, one of the best players in the Diamond State and in the state overall. So I had 2 Diamond State Conference players there, and Rachel Eilers. If you get a chance to see Indian River, go out and see them. All righty. 1 under the radar team. I'll go first. Jason, mine is going to be St. Andrews. That's right, St. Andrews. Really good team last year. Overshadowed in that independent conference. They really need to pick up some extra wins to get into the tournament, but I think they can do it.
Yeah, and I'm going to go Concord. I mentioned them earlier when we were talking.
Wilmington Charter graduated a lot, bring back a lot, including a lot of height. So the force comes in at number 4. Number 3, you're looking at them, the Archmere Auks. Diamond State Conference, the 6th team from the Diamond State in our top 10. That is the big dog.
Yep.
Archmere is experienced. You see Lauren Edmiston picking herself up off the hardwood. Number 2, you're looking at them, the Padua Pandas. Maybe top to bottom, the most talent of anybody in the state. And I'm sure Padua's going to want to be number 1. But right now, we're going Ursuline.
Yeah, and these came fresh off the presses, Mike. But one thing is, I know both Ursuline and Padua got first place votes in our voting. So either team could be up there. But right now, it's the Raiders of Ursuline. But those top 3, in my mind, could be in any order between Ursuline, Archmere, and Padua. Right now, I think they're the 3 teams that everyone's going to keep their eye on. They're the 3 teams that have the chance to hold the trophy at the end of the year.
What do we have next? Something new for 302 Sports this year. We're really excited about it, Jason and I. And maybe get AJ out to a match or 2. And maybe Ryan, Nick. We'll try to get as many people out there as we can. 302 volleyball match of the week. Jason, we worked hard this summer, put this together. Great cooperation from the ADs and coaches. And, hey, let's just get it out there.
Let's get the schedule out there.
Week
and
1, September 12th, Conrad at Red Lion.
Oh, a Diamond State Conference match to get us started. That's a great match. Both teams ranked towards the bottom of the top 10. Looking forward to that match, Mike.
Week 2, Tuesday, September 17th. Hey, you Catholic Conference guys, go to confession and then go to Padua at St. Mark's, 7:15 p.m.
Wow.
Under the lights. Well, it's all under the lights, but prime time.
And guess what? That could be – Padua's very easily could be number 1 by the second week of the season. The St. Mark's is starting at 4. They could be up there. So, oh, wow, that's a good match, second week of the season.
Week 3, it's a Thursday, September 26th. Independent Conference.
Wow.
Weaver Gymnasium, Friends at Tower Hill.
Oh,
hey,
I can't wait to
get
get
internet
that
boosted up there in Weaver. We need you.
I can't wait to get to that gymnasium. That's going to be an exciting place to watch.
Where are they going to put us, in a hallway?
We might be.
They have that little spot between the bleachers. We'll probably be stuffed in there. And then we're going to have to be on guard that day because we'll probably have to put the laptop on a chair somewhere.
Yeah, right.
So Friends at Tower, Quakers, Hillers, Independent Conference. I can't wait for that one. Week 4, Tuesday, October 1st. It's Viking on Viking Violence, Cape Henlopen at the St. E Center.
Wow.
It's the Henny North and the Catholic Conference.
That's a big non-conference match for both teams who play in tough conferences, Mike. So I'm looking forward to that one. That could be a 5-set thriller at the St. E Center.
We talked to both coaches, Tyler Coop, Jerry McCarthy, both teams. I talked to the players from both teams. They're really excited to be on 302.
And the one thing we try to do as we go through the schedule is only have one team on once, try to get as many on as we can.
I took a ball at the chair, but we're good. That's a 6:45 start, by the way. Back to 5:15, Tuesday, October 8th. We're in the dome, baby. APO and DMA.
There you go.
Flight A. Hey, Flight A, it's your time to step up and prove yourself against the big, bad Diamond State Conference.
Yeah, and at the DMA Dome. We'll maybe be in the skybox like we were last year.
Can't wait for that one. And it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Week 6. We talked about what a great place this is to watch a game. Wilmington Charter, Thursday, October 17. The Raiders, Ursuline, and the Force.
Wow.
5:15 p.m.
Hey.
That, my friends.
I'm surprised Stover let us out after last year at that place, but I'm excited. That's going to be a match coming down the end of the season. It's going to be good to see Charter as they go on through the year and get the experience. So that's a perfect match to have them on there at the end of the year. And the Raiders, what can we say more about them?
Week 7.
Uh-oh.
Fan choice match.
Oh, we leave it up to you guys to vote.
You are going to tell us who we're going to go cover. And that will be announced. Actually, the candidates will be announced on the 302 Sports Weekly, Wednesday, October 16th. And the results will be announced on that show. I imagine the poll will be up for a few days.
Yeah, we'll probably
that.
put it up earlier in the week.
And I just want, Jason mentioned, we have 12 different teams in here. If your team's not listed, it doesn't mean we're not going to have you on. This is the match of the week.
Right.
We also have other matches as our schedule allows. And as the volleyball schedule allows, we will be out covering other matches. So don't email me yet.
Yep.
This is match of the week. This is not the only matches we're covering.
Right. It's a match of the week schedule. It also had a lot to do with our schedules because me and you also will be doing Goldie volleyball this year. So.
And we both work.
Yep. And we both work between 302 and our other jobs. So. But I think it's a great list of games, and like Mike said, we will be at gyms all year long. So,
yeah. So hey, look, we got to wrap it up. It's 5:12. We've been here almost 3 hours. Jason, 3rd annual books shows in the books and on the web. You can watch this on YouTube. Just a few things. The taped interviews. We're sorry we couldn't get you on today. They will be on YouTube. We need to thank everybody who made this possible. First, I'm going to thank John Evans and Pat Jones, the AD here at Tattnall, for letting us come in and take over this little section of the gymnasium here. We want to thank Wilmington Friends and Barb Fitzgerald for letting us come down to their place last week and help and do the interviews there. and we stole a classroom from the football coaches. We want to thank all the coaches and the players who allowed us to interrupt their play days and practices to come in and talk to them for a few minutes. We got to thank the interns, AJ Patel, Ryan Cole, Sandy, for helping out with this, and we're going to have them back definitely to help out this year.
Yeah.
We got to thank our sponsors. Jason, tell us who our sponsors are.
Well, we want to thank Ferris Home Improvements, the Hadley Group, Sodell Concepts, Brian's Loans, Unique Image, Ambiance, Dover Federal Credit Union, Buffalo Wild Wings. So thank every one of them who makes this show possible. And, what we can say is go out and support these advertisers, because without these advertisers, me, Mike, AJ, none of us can bring you the stuff that we're able to bring you. So go out, support these guys, and tell them you saw their commercials from 302 or us talking about them for 302. Buffalo Wild Wings has nightly specials. All these places have specials for you guys.
All right, so we're going to ask that you like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at 302 Sports and on Instagram also 302 Sports. I want to let the parents, players, coaches, ADs, hey, look, when you come up to us at a game or if you see me somewhere out and you or Jason or Nick Halliday or Ryan or AJ and you see us with the 302 stuff on, we appreciate all the kind words that we get from everybody in the Delaware sports community. It's sometimes being in Delaware is a little weird because so everybody knows everybody, but a lot of times it's really good. And, hey, we hear you. We appreciate it. And we love bringing the sports to you. Jason going to take us out and tell us about next week. And he's going to do it.
So next week, first of all, check out our website, 302sports.com, for the latest high school and Delaware sport news. Our streaming schedule will be on there and everything else. Just a reminder that we will be at Buffalo Wild Wings in Milltown next Wednesday for the Season 3 debut of 302 Sports Weekly. And that's a special start time of 7 p.m. And then on Thursday, we'll be at Careville Academy and Polytech High School for the first annual 302 Sports Kickoff Classics. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you beginning next week on the field and in the gymnasium.